Yo, what up, gamers? Root beer, mug life. What's up, Bingo Bango Bonko? Welcome, first one in the Twitch chat. Love to see it. What's up, SG SEGG SEJJYY SJ SJ? Let me know how to pronounce your name because you are first in the YouTube chat. You even beat Bot Rex here, so that's impressive. What's up, Bob Ross? How you doing? Yo, what up, the bearded dev? How you doing, man? As you can tell, I may possibly be getting sick. Been coughing a lot, but, you know, took some stuff, so I stopped coughing, but my voice is still a little bit hoarse. So I may cough a little bit on stream. I'm definitely either getting sick, hopefully it goes by pretty quickly. But I figure, you know, we could write some code in the meantime, so. What's up, Halloween Phantoms? How you doing? What's up, Frostbite? Barely hanging out in the last 3 days, temperature over 102. That is awful to hear, man. Good luck. That's brutal. Big fan, really enjoy your shorts. Hey, welcome. I don't hear that super often. I hear that people enjoy my content. I appreciate that. But a lot of people know me through the long form stuff, so it's cool that I have like a shorts audience too. Because I definitely try to put some effort into that too. I know some people only watch specifically on shorts, and they don't actually get to catch the streams or the long videos. But, you know, hey, everyone, there's a little piece for everyone. Yo, what's up, Sambits? How you doing? Hello, Dave. Loving your bash course. Yo, appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad people are going through the bash course. It's been almost a month since the bash course was released. It was released December 12th. Today is January 11th. It's been almost a month. Can you believe it? We were almost at 100,000 views in the YouTube video for a 7-hour programming YouTube video. So that is pretty cool. Are you a better programmer than Terry A. Davis? Okay, let's not be ridiculous. Obviously not. Come on. What a ridiculous thing to even ask. Excuse me. Sorry, there's going to be a lot of coughing probably. And you suck at programming? Listen, man, I could have told you that. Same. Quality content? Yo, appreciate it. Are you planning to do some Rust tutorials? No, I don't have a plan of it. Don't rule it out in the future, but right now there is no plan of it, so nothing to look forward to there. But I think it'd be fun to do that in the future. What's up, Random Logic over on Twitch? How you doing? Where's Dave, man? Dave, yo, I'm here, man. What do you want? I'm here. Software deployed. How you doing? Oh my God, you're alive? That's true. I am live. I am here and I am live. So yeah, how's everyone doing? Here, I'll play some piano. I'll play us all in. Something like that. I gotta learn it fully. I love that song though. It's beautiful. Excuse me. Sorry. Like I said, gonna be a lot of coughing, getting over being sick, or possibly starting to get sick. Who knows? I love your bash script video as a reference. I'd love to see a physical book or PDF at the least as a reference. I have lots of books on Awk and Unix, but yours would be perfect. Listen, man, that's an awesome idea. I can't make any promises, but that may be something that's in the works for 2026. That's all I'm gonna say there. A physical book that mirrors my bash course. Let's just say that. That's not something I've ruled out, okay? So, just gonna throw that out there. Oh, man. I hope you get better, man. Yo, I appreciate it. Me too. I think I'll be okay. Like I said, I took some cough medicine, drank some tea, so now I get to reward myself with a mug root beer. Is that a mirror or is that a screen? It's both. It is a two-way mirror with a TV behind it. It's a little magic mirror. It's got a Raspberry Pi running on it. You're 5 minutes late. Dude, you missed the whole stream, man. give us the C-Man? Yeah, maybe. Maybe. I'll give you a solid maybe on that one. You have any thoughts on the AI vibe coding hype? I do have thoughts on it. I have a lot of thoughts on it. I don't know if I'll dive into those thoughts here today, but I do have thoughts on it. I was sick the first day of the year. It was not fun. Dude, oh my God. That was me 5 years ago, 4 years ago. I remember couldn't do anything for New Year's. I think it was like 2022. Yeah. Because I got COVID. And it was like the first time I ever had it. And oh my God, dude, that was brutal. It was like New Year's. I was just like, I felt like I was dying. Hold on, let me figure out this song. Where does it go here? I don't like that. I don't like that either. I think it's... I think that's it. I think just... there's some dissonance there. I kind of like that. Very dissonant, but... doesn't really... the dissonance isn't bad. I could look up the actual, sheet music to it. That might be an easier way to... instead of just making it up. Maybe down to C. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Is that mirror new? Nope. That has been there 9 years, almost 10 years now. So it's far from new. That mirror's been there for a long time. So yeah, I think the plan for today would be to jump into some advent of code and start from the beginning and work our way forward with it. So like go all the way back to 2015. We did the Cinecore challenge, which was Eric's like first challenge, at least first challenge that I'm aware of, from 2012. So now we're traveling forward in time. We're going to go to 2015 and we're going to start there. So I'll start in a little bit. You just noticed it? Yeah, no, it's been there for a while. It might have been off. In some of my videos, it was off because I was debugging it. I had some issues with the mirror, but it's back on now. Hey, Dave, did you learn playing piano on your own or did you take lessons? I did take lessons for about 9 months when I was in high school. And it helped me learn a lot of stuff, but a lot of it was self-taught. So I would say a mixture of the two. Lessons were invaluable, though. It really helped me to separate like my left hand from my right hand's type of playing. Being able to play them like independently was huge. Like, because if anyone knows how to play piano, you probably know this. Like, you can learn a song, and like, if you want to learn to play with both hands, you kind of like, you have to come up with a way that makes sense for both of them. So you're like... So you like know, like when you're first learning, okay, one note in one hand, one note in the other, but this one does 3, and then 3 over here, and then something like that. But then when I was like taking lessons, I really learned, she taught me a whole bunch of techniques to like really separate my hands from each other. So you can do like the one hand legato, one hand staccato, and that really helped to separate them. Contrasting motion, or same direction, that helped a ton. And then learning like polyrhythm type things, like multimeter type things, like which is like a 3/4 type feel. That helped a ton in being able to separate the left and right hand. Once I did that, I just like, I felt like I became unstoppable, you know? Let's see. I wasn't expecting you to start the previous year so soon. I was planning to start before you did so I could watch the streams without getting spoilers. I'm so sorry. Listen, you want to know a good technique for that? I mean, I don't know how regularly I'll be doing this. Go start 2016s. There you go. Cut your losses at 2015. Go start 2016 and bam, you'll just be ahead of me. But no, that's pretty funny. Oh, you know what? I gotta do that thing to the YouTube chat. Give me 1 second. Let me refresh this. YouTube chat's so dumb. Okay. Yeah, YouTube chat has like this top chat mode that it defaults to, and it makes things like show up in the wrong order, basically. Sounds like Silent Hill. Oh yeah. That's Silent Hill. Oh, I messed up that last part. Let me turn the octave down. Hold on, here. Let me redeem myself. Ah, man, I keep forgetting it. There we go. There we go. I knew I had it in there. I just had to like remember it, you know. Let's see. Yeah, I noticed that when I went live with 0 viewers. Dude, everyone who goes live has 0 viewers, right? Anytime anyone, the biggest stream in the world, when they press go live for a split moment, they have 0 viewers. So you are no different than anyone else when it comes to starting out. That song is so good, dude. It really is. I love that song so much. I binged till process substitution, and it felt so overwhelming with all the here string and stuff. I just stopped and saw your live stream on Vim. Seems super fun to use. Yo, that's awesome. I'm glad people are going through the course. I'm glad people are enjoying the course. I think that's super cool. And yeah, for some reason, process substitution seems to be the thing that gives people a lot of issues. I've shouted out a different creator before. I can shout her out again. She has a really good video that covers process substitution. I would say that she does a better job going over like all the intricacies of it than actually I did in the course, which is crazy because I made a course. You think I should really dive into it. I'll pull that up in a second for anyone who hasn't seen it. You didn't know I could play like that? Yeah, man. I'm a big fan of the piano. I got music on Spotify. You go look up my name on Spotify and there's music up there. Excuse me. Sorry, like I said, I'm getting sick probably. Hey Dave, nice play. I'm glad I saw you live. Good luck with the code. Yo, appreciate it. Welcome. Happy to have you here. Let's pull up some stuff here. Let's do some housekeeping. Yes, that is the process substitution syntax. All right, let me pull up. Here we go. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me pop open the web browser. Here we go. We got the advent to code stuff ready to go. We have the leaderboard from the Twitch chat. So if you're in the Twitch chat, go ahead and redeem the first, second, or third redeem, and you will get your name on this nice little leaderboard that Bad Cop made for me. Well, she didn't make it for me. She made it for anyone who uses Twitch, but I like to think she made it for me. So yeah, if you wanna get your name up on this on this leaderboard, then feel free to go redeem. If you're on Twitch, go redeem the first, second, and third redeems, I think is what they're called. Can I redeem them? That might be kind of annoying if I just redeem them myself. Wow, how unfair would that be? You inspired me an idea for progress with any command. Want to pipe a command into a while loop that only displays one line of output, so progress can be seen but doesn't clutter the terminal. Oh yeah, you want something that just like appends or prepends like a line or something to it. Would be kind of cool. Let's see. Want to learn more piano? I am stubborn beginner and working on the entertainer. That's a real listen. I'll tell you this as someone who plays piano. If you're gonna try and jump right into the entertainer and this is your first time, that's a bad move. Like I know it's a stupid move. You say it, but like it's a bad move. Don't do that. Just don't do that. It's a bad move. Good evening / good night from Germany. Love your YouTube videos. Yo, appreciate it. Thank you. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I think that's super cool, and I appreciate you stopping by. Yeah, let's see. 9 times out of 10, I'm like, what? And then I look it up, and I'm like, oh, that's what it's called. Yeah, that's how bash is. That is a perfect description of bash right there. Was thinking of sudo apt update pipe to while read line, then tput commands. Not sure. I don't know exactly what you're trying to accomplish there because, like, how do you know what the progress of a command is? Like, how do you know when apt update is almost done? You could pipe commands, of course, to while read line and then loop over standard out line by line. But then what do you do? What's your goal there, I guess? So, yeah. And like I said before, if you are trying to learn process substitution and you're struggling with it, I've shouted her out before, but go ahead and check out the creator Brett on Penguins. She talks about like a lot of cool Linux stuff, a lot of cool shell stuff. She's a cool creator. But she had this awesome video that did really well. This came up on my recommended. Look at that. Almost 250,000 views right here. Like, for good reason. It's a really good video where she talks about process substitution and just specifically like talks about the syntax there. So for anyone who's coming from my course and they're confused on process substitution, go check out this video. She dives right into it. Super cool. Super cool. And then, of course, if you want to learn how to program in Bash or script in Bash, I have a full course. Look at this. Amazing. Amazing. So I have a Bash scripting course. It's free. It's a YouTube video. Go check it out. It's been up for a month at this point, and we have just south of 100,000 views. I believe that's correct. You know what? Should we just like click into it and see? Oh, look, I'm live on YouTube right now. That's that's cool. Hey guys, I'm live. I don't know if you guys knew that. Where is it? Here we go. It's the complete Bash scripting course. 96,000 views. Look at that. That's incredible. So that's amazing. That's a ton of people who have watched it. So that's amazing. Thank you everyone for watching it. 96,000 views in almost a month on a 7-hour video is incredible. So I'm stoked about that. Thank you guys. I just read 2015 Day 1 Part 1. It's like super easy. I can solve it without writing code. Hey, I'm excited for that then. Linux chicks, they are real. Yeah, they're real, man. I don't know. Don't be weird. People are so weird when it comes to like women doing things. Just don't be weird about that stuff, guys. Just be normal. Women are people and just treat them as such, okay? Don't be weird about it. I'm not calling you out specifically for being weird. I'm just like, ugh, I see too much of that stuff in tech where they're like, oh my God, a beautiful woman doing computers? Are my eyes deceiving me? Time to be really weird in your comment section. Don't be weird, guys. Like, I'm not saying, again, not saying you're being weird. Don't worry. Not saying you're being weird. I'm just saying like, ugh, we just need less of that in the world, okay? I want to encourage people to make content. I want to encourage, anybody to make content. I want to encourage women to make content. And if people are being creepy in the comments, like, that's just unacceptable. So I don't like that. I don't stand for that. Yeah. Let's see. That is a lot of watch time, dude. I'm happy with it, man. I'm stoked about it. I think it's super cool. Yo, what's up, Spitfire? How you doing? Which Bash version are you using for this challenge? Any self-imposed restrictions? I'll be using version 5.3, so I will have a lot of the newest syntax, which is really cool. My only self-imposed restriction that I can break sometimes, depending on if I really need like a break, like, in case of emergency, break glass, I'm going to use only Bash built-ins. No external commands at all. I'm only going to use Bash built-in commands. If I need to fork out to an external command, I will start with POSIX command first. So maybe I need to sort something, and then beyond that, I'll fork out to any sort of external utility I need. But my self-imposed restriction is just Bash built-ins. That's what I'm thinking. Let's see. Once I asked Brad, does she know you, but didn't get an answer. Are you in some kind of contact? Maybe even some collab ideas? Yeah, I've, what's up, Tablet Lenovo? How you doing, man? I recognize that name. Yeah. So, oh, there's no chat on screen. Thank you. Thank you. Because I was recording a video, so I turned off chat. You are awesome. I appreciate that. Give me 1 second. I should have like some sort of alert on that. Text overview off, chat on. Hey, there we go. There we go. Now we should have chat on screen. My bad. My bad. Yes. So I don't have any contact with Brad at all. With a lot, but my goal for 2026 is to reach out to a bunch of creators. So I've already reached out to like a handful of creators that I would like to collab with. My goal for 2026 is to do more collabs and stuff. So that's my goal there. So no, nothing currently in the works, but the only person I have like collab ideas with that we're probably going to execute on is Bad Cop, which, she's already been around here. You guys know her. So we're going to be doing some collabs. We have some stupid ideas, so it'll be a lot of fun. Let's see. I'm just saying I never met them. Makes me sad. Like every temp company I worked for was all male. Yeah, I definitely noticed that too. It's definitely a male, like dominated industry, 100%. What browser is that? This is Safari. I am on Mac OS here. Glad you recognize me. Thanks. Yeah, I think you put an underscore person in your name. I remember you just being Tablet Lenovo before. But yeah. Let's see. It's funny. The more I learn Bash, the more I get to know my Linux system. This is especially useful knowledge when I work in offensive. Yeah, 100%. Like Bash doesn't necessarily mean Linux, but if you learn Bash, you're going to learn like Unix concepts, which are going to spill over into Linux. So absolutely. Again, the Twitch leaderboard is here. How do you get on the leaderboard? If you're on the Twitch chat, you can do a redeem. It's like a channel points redeem. There'll be a redeem called first. And then if someone uses it, there'll be a redeem called second. And then if someone uses it, there'll be a redeem called third. So go look at the channel points redemptions things, and you should be able to redeem something. I don't know if anyone's redeemed anything yet on this stream. Nope, look at that. Kilobyte was just redeemed first. So Kilobyte, you just got 3 points. Or 5 points. 5 points. I think you get 5 points for being first. Yep. Nice. And you're a first-time chatter? That's awesome. And then Vism, you got the second one, so you get 3 points. I think there's still a third one up for grabs. Random logic, I don't think that works. You have to actually like go to the chat and click around and find out how to redeem it. I'm not a Twitch guy. I don't actually know how to do it. So I'm sorry, I can't be of more help there. Oh man. Let's see. Oh man, there's a lot of chat here. Hold on, let me catch up. Let me catch up. How goes, big dog? Yo, what's up, Zach Quack? How you doing? Yo, what's up, Dave? Thank you for the Bash course. What type of software developer were you, and what programming language did you use besides Bash if you'd like to share? Thanks again for your course. Were you? As if I'm not currently doing that? Don't get it twisted, guys. I am not a full-time content creator. I work a full-time job. I do this on the side for fun. I make money from content creation, but nowhere near enough to live off of. But no, I do a lot of sysadmin, technical operations, or DevOps roles. The name of the role has changed in the last 15 years since I've been working in the field. But yeah, I call myself a sysadmin. I think the technical term would be like back-end infrastructure engineer, technical operations engineer. That's kind of like the term for it. So I just call it a sysadmin. I'm a systems administrator. That's pretty much how I feel about it. Let's see. I always wanted to ask this. What's your view on Arch and Rising Linux? I can talk about that in a second. I don't love Arch that much. It's a little bit too, I don't know. I tried getting used to it. You guys have, okay, it's been a while since I've used Arch. I think last time I used it, it was a systemd operating system. So I tend to go more towards like Void Linux, something that doesn't have systemd. I'm not a blind systemd hater. I'm just old. So I like not having to learn new things. Like that's really what it is. So that's why I just kind of stay away from that. But is Arch even on systemd? Like that's how little I know about it. So don't take my, opinions as gospel here. Are you going to write a free open source 3D engine in Bash? No plans on it. No plans on it at all. Yo, Emilio, thank you for the Prime subscription over at Twitch, dude. I appreciate it. That's so cool. Oh my God, my new favorite channel. Yo, incredible. Based. Love it. Let's see. What does Arch have to do with Rising? Isn't Gentoo known for that? I think any distribution you can do Rising on. I think Rising is just like the term for like making it fancy. Doesn't that come from Cars? Where's the term Rising even come from? Is it like a low-key racist term? I actually have no idea. But I just know it's like, pimping out your terminal, making it sick or, making it look cool or whatever. Have you ever tried Linux desktop? Absolutely. Oh yeah, I used to run it on my Lenovo laptop that I had. I had a ThinkPad and stuff. So yeah, like I used to run it for a while. I just prefer Mac. It kind of gets out of my way and lets me just work. Yep. Oh my God, the YouTube chat. Okay, I'm trying to catch up on YouTube chat. It just keeps scrolling down, which is so annoying. Yeah. Okay. I was able to scroll back up. Awesome. Let's see. Was always interested in Linux. Recently, I've been getting deeper into C, so I grabbed the Linux command line, published No Starch Press, and that paired with C programming. Yay, that's super cool. That's awesome. Yeah, C is a great language. I love C. C is one of my favorite languages. Still got to finish the Bash course halfway. Yo, even the fact that you're watching it even a little bit is super awesome to me, so I appreciate that. Arch is 100% systemd. Okay, I thought it was. I'm glad you pointed that out. I thought it was. I believed that it was. Let's see. Finishing the Bash course currently. I'm stuck on day 3, 2015. Hope I get before you finish. Best of luck. Yo. Yeah, good luck. We'll see how far we can actually get. Yeah. Women I work with put out twice as much as the men. Yeah, I've definitely worked with some incredibly smart engineers that are women. Like just some of the smartest people I know, actually, like literally. Yeah. So it sucks. Like, it sucks when I see some of my mutuals, like content creator mutuals, and they're women, and the comments are just like, if I got 1/10 of the comments they got, I would just, I can't say that on YouTube. I would commit sleep in nether, in a video game. Like, I can't believe some of the things these weirdos comment, dude. It's not okay. Oh man. Okay, can we YouTube scroll normal? I switched to, is it CachyOS? CachyOS? I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's CachyOS. Yeah, my buddy was talking to me about it. He says it's a great operating system for like laptops. It's super like optimized, I guess, really good battery life and stuff like that. Yeah, ricing means customizing your system apparently. Yeah, that's what I took about it. Like customizing it, but like almost to the point where it's like gaudy or a little bit too much, you know? It's pimping out your ride. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about it too. Let's see. It was here for AOC and AOC 2024 and 2025, but Cinecore was epic. And he planned to invite Eric to a podcast to talk about challenges like this and how he made the Cinecore binary. Now I have a plan to do that. Also, I remember you. What's up, Transmit to Ground? How you doing? Dude, that's a great idea. I will get back to you on that because I have some ideas. I do want to reach out to Eric and see if he would like be down for something like that. I have some other plans, but yes, this is not the last time you've seen Eric on this channel, unless he doesn't want to. Then it is the last time. But you know what I mean. With cars, apparently it's almost a derogatory term. I've heard it like that. Like I've heard people think like if you're ricing out your car, like it's kind of like low quality. Like, yeah, I've definitely heard that before. Would you go to MacBook again if you can choose? Yeah. Oh, I can choose, and I totally would. I love the MacBook. Oh my God, it's amazing. Platform engineer is the new fancy way to call sysadmins. You're right. You're right. I've heard that term too many times. Oh man. I'm back on YouTube. The Twitch ads are annoying. Yeah, dude, I agree. I'm more of a YouTube consumer. Lenovo mentioned, what's up, Tad Lenovo? You know. Let's see. What are you drinking, man? We got zero sugar mug root beer over here. All right. Catching up on the chat messages. If you have a question and I missed your chat message, just feel free to re-ask it. I don't care. Okay, we are down. Okay, I got the latest. Checked 5.3 versus 5.2. Looks like quite a batch of new features. Expect any use of them? Yes, the new command substitution syntax where you do like the curly brace instead of the parentheses. We use that a ton of these challenges because that limits the amount of fork and execs that need to be called. So that is hugely helpful for us. It saves a lot of time. Oh wow, I just started hearing my own voice. That was horrendous. The reason I'm pulling this up on stream is to shill my own videos. So if you are on YouTube, I have a video. Oh God, where do I put it? Take a look at this video right here. Bash 5.3 new version. So if you want to look up all the syntax for the 5.3, I made a video on it. So, but yeah, no, we'll be using the new command substitution. So yeah, that'll be fun. I hate hearing my own voice while I'm talking as well. Yeah, it's just jarring. Like I've edited my videos so much that it doesn't, like people are like, oh, I hate hearing the sound of my voice. I'm like, dude, I don't. Right now I kind of do because I'm getting a little sick, as you can hear. So my voice sounds a little bit like that. I don't know. But yeah, like, I don't know. I can hear my own voice. I'm like, whatever. That's just what I sound like. I don't know. It doesn't, nice thing is it doesn't faze me anymore hearing my own voice. It doesn't bother me. You solved day one now? Nice. Are sysadmin and systems engineering roles hard to come by? This is coming from someone in the SWE side of things. No, not in my experience. No, not my experience. If you go to work at a place, find a place that, don't go work at a place that uses the cloud. Find a place that is the cloud, and you will have way better luck, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Find a place that racks their own servers, and you'll be able to find a role in that. But I have different views on it because, like, there's, oh man, here, I'm not going to get too much into this, but there's a whole online world. Like, if you were to go to Twitter and look up how tech is, it is so different than how my experience working in the actual field is. Sometimes you feel like you're going crazy. So like people would talk about like how bad the job market is, and you know, where I work and other people I talk to that are also in the industry, we're like, we have roles that need to be filled and we can't find good people. So like, you know, make these two things make sense type of thing. So I'll be like, yeah, it's hard to find good people. And then people like will be like, no, it's actually like really hard for us to get jobs. And I'm like, maybe it's both. Like, okay, I don't know, man. Weird. But yeah, whatever. Thanks for remembering. In Norway, the time zone makes it hard to catch you live. Looking forward to more from Eric and OmniOS too. Yo, that's awesome. Yeah. No, I remember your name because your name's very interesting to me. Certain people's names stick out to me. Like transmit to ground is just how I read your name. So your voice sounds nice. Why should we be bothered? Huh? Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah. Is there a learning path you recommend for DevOps or sysadmin? I started a month ago, hoping to get a CCNA. According to my readings, networking is kind of fundamental. Networking is definitely fundamental. CCNA is great if you're going for like a networking specific role. Like when I was in university, I could have gone for the CCNA. I pretty much had all of the knowledge to like get the CCNA. I just didn't go and actually do the test. That's not like me being like, oh, you know, like I was good enough to play professionally. I just didn't want to play professional football. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is I went for a degree that specifically dealt with like systems administration, networking stuff. Like we were configuring Cisco stuff. So like configure terminal, like all that garbage. We had to learn all those stupid commands. I don't use any of that stuff now, but the networking stuff still applies. So like we had the option to go for a CCNA. I was like, I just don't want that. I don't want to do networking. I don't enjoy that. I enjoy systems admin way more than networking stuff. But yeah, it depends on where you're trying to go. I can't give you a good path or a good road, but if you're only a month into it, like sure, going towards a CCNA, having a goal, going to learn some stuff like that, probably a good thing. So yeah. I'd love to apply a job to a VPS provider. Yeah, exactly. They run the cloud. Yo, thanks for the 7-hour video on bash scripting. Yo, you're welcome. Thank you for watching it. What are your usual days to stream? I do not have a schedule, so I don't have an answer to that question. It's hard to find each other. I wouldn't know where... It's hard for them to find each other. I wouldn't know where to start looking. I have no idea what that's in reference to. I'm starting your bash video this week. Yo, have fun. Enjoy it. We've been looking to backfill several engineering positions for 6 months. Yeah, see, like, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you were to go on Twitter, here's what I've learned. There's a tech world that exists on Twitter that is so disconnected from any tech world I've ever experienced in my entire life. It is like a microcosm. I don't know. It's like its own little world out there where they're telling you that jobs are impossible to come by and it's awful and everyone there is 1000x engineer because they have LLMs doing everything for them. And then when I'm actually working in the field, it's like we can't find good talent to backfill these roles. And almost no one's using like LLMs the way that people are talking about them there. There are people who are dabbling with, you know, AI and stuff like that, but like it's not as prevalent as you would think. Like Twitter is like, I don't know, it's like LinkedIn. It's like its own little fake world where it's like, okay, cool guys, let's just have this own little pretend world that we go over there and then create, you know, engagement bait and then get paid to do it. Like, I don't know, Twitter sucks, man. I have no time for it. It's so boring. 25 years of experience, close to 2,000 applications submitted in 2 years, not one single interview. Yeah, see, that's crazy. Like that's just not my experience with it at all. But again, this is why I don't like to talk about it, because there are people out there that genuinely have that experience. So like, I kind of probably sound like I'm disconnected to them. So yeah, I don't know. It's a hard thing to talk about. Yeah, the keywords good talent. Yeah, I mean, that's an important thing. We definitely have people applying, but you know, we'll get some people where it's like, eh. Although I haven't dealt with new people applying in years, so this was like a previous position where I was like interviewing people and stuff like that. Oh man, a couple of years ago, interviewing people straight out of college, and I was just like, oh man, everyone was like, these college kids don't know anything. This was 2019 though, so I guess it was a while back. Everyone was like, these college kids don't know anything, and I was like talking to them. I'm like genuinely impressed. I was like, these college kids the kids are all right, man. These kids are smart. That was great. There are a lot of people exaggerating AI use, I think. Oh yeah, dude, you go find someone shilling AI and go check their bio and look at the AI product they're selling. Like, dude, it's just like, it's so tiring, man. I just don't care for it. Twitter kills my vibe, bro. Yo, same. Yo, what's up, Dark Space? Thank you for the tier 1 subscription. You've been subscribed for 13 months. You're a real one over there, Dr. K Space. Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Did you do it yet? No, we haven't done any. We haven't done any stuff. We've just been sitting here yapping. I've been getting sidetracked by the chat. So, I'm. How do I put this? What's the right word for this? I don't know. I'm blessed and cursed at the same time. Last year when I would do Advent of Code streams, I could keep up with the chat pretty well. Now that my YouTube's gotten pretty big, my chat just kind of moves way faster. So like I just keep getting sidetracked. If I'm gonna start being a real streamer, I'm gonna have to ignore a little bit of chat. But I feel bad doing it. I kind of like just hanging out and talking to chat. So yeah. Juniors are cooked. I don't believe that. I don't believe that for a second. Yeah, here's the thing. Everyone's giving their thoughts on AI, and we're getting things like, turns out LLMs are not that good at coding. AI is glorified web search. So juniors are cooked. Here's what I'm noticing. Everyone, and I mean everyone, throws out opinions with 100% confidence on AI, and all they're really saying is, here is my experience with this thing. So everyone has like different experience with it. In my experience, I don't find it to be helpful either. I don't find AI to be helpful. But again, I also don't use language like server protocol things in my thing. I don't use autocomplete in my text editor, so I'm probably not the right person. So, I mean, if you guys notice when I give out my opinions here, I don't I don't make them objective. I don't say, here, this applies to everyone. I'm like, no, here's literally how I think. Take it or leave it. So yeah, I don't know. Day one is too easy. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. See, like, okay, I'm gonna pick on you a little bit, double X85. I'm gonna pick on you. LLMs have allowed me to learn a lot of Bash. I only really jumped into Linux in general a couple months ago. Somehow my Bash RC has grown into 100 lines. I'm excited for you to start learning Linux. I'm happy for you to start learning Linux. If LLMs have enabled that, that is great for you. If you're using LLMs to learn new things and at the same time talking about the growth of your scripts, that's not a good thing. The length of the scripts is not a good metric. So be careful with that. If it's left unchecked, your LLM can turn that Bash RC into 8,000 lines. That is not a good thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just a fact. But LLMs are really good at generating text, and that's not the hard part with computers. I'm sorry, it's just not the hard part with computers. So I don't mean to pick on you specifically. A lot of people, when they shill AI, they're like, I was able to write 10,000 lines of code. I'm like, oh, like yesterday. It's like, dude, you submit 10,000 lines of code at a PR, I'd be like, gross, make this less. That's crazy to me. I don't want to have to manage this. That sucks. Yeah. All right, let me catch up a little bit here. I use the crap out of AI. It sucks. Yeah, everyone has their own views of it. Like, I don't like it either. It doesn't work for me. Let's break. Okay, no, it didn't break. All right. Thanks for keeping the streams up as uncut VODs. I've seen them all because sometimes that's good stuff. The chat worth exploring further. Yo, I appreciate that. Yeah, I've thought about Okay, let me explain this. I haven't actually considered this seriously, but a lot of people will do like YouTube members only thing. So the stream VOD is for members only. So you have to pay me money if you want to have access to them. That's stupid. I think that's silly. If other people want to do that, you'll get your bag, but like that's just not for me. So yeah, I just think just leave the VODs up. Who cares? And they get pushed out by the algorithm. So if people want to watch it later, I get some AdSense revenue. So like that's pretty cool. Also, I'm totally ignoring Twitch chat. Sorry about that. What's up, Spitfire? Our work lets people use SourceGraph, which does inline and chat sidebar as well as ChatGPT, but doesn't pay for OpenCode or GitHub Copilot. To be honest, getting exposure on personal time is free, guys and gals. Run a personal project with OpenCode and a free model. At worst, they're inline with Frontier, closed source American models released in June. Yeah, if that floats your boat, man, go learn AI. I don't know. I don't find it that useful. I have no interest in it. I like programming. I find it fun. Oh man. How do you get your bag? I get my bag at a full-time job. If I were to leave my job and pursue content creation full-time, maybe I would start doing some things like that. But honestly, I make my money through people when it's not my job. I like when I'm not talking about my full-time employment, I make money through Patreon. I have a Patreon that people pay me. So I make like almost $600 a month USD from people. And I don't paywall content. The people who pay literally just pay to get their name at the end of the video, which like base, dude. I like seeing my name show up on stuff too. So I get it, dude. I've been thinking about doing YouTube memberships too, but I don't know what that gets people. So if you guys are in the chat right now and you guys are familiar with YouTube memberships, like you're members of other people's channels, let me know what that's like. Let me know if that'd be something you guys would be interested in. I don't plan on, making crazy money. I'm not going to charge like $20 for a membership. It'd be like a couple bucks or whatever. But I know some people like it highlights your name in the comments or something. I'm not going to paywall content, so you're not going to get access to exclusive content. But yeah, just I guess let me know what you think about that. Because like I want to give features to people that want cool new ways to like show off their comment when they comment on the video. But at the same time, I don't want to be like, yo, give me your money. Like that just seems kind of lame. You know what I mean? Man. YouTube memberships get you emojis. Oh my God. Okay. So it's like a Twitch subscription then where you get to use the fancy emojis then. Okay. You already have enough subs to enable emojis. You got to make some though. Oh, okay. I have emotes on Twitch. I should probably bring some of those over here. I've just never messed around with them. Okay. Some get emojis, early access to content, polls in the chat. Member only live stream can be something. Yeah, I don't want to paywall content, so I don't love the idea of a member only live stream. But at the same time, that might be kind of cool if it's just like a, talk to me, ask me questions type of thing. Although I guess that's what this thing is. I've just been yapping for the last 45 minutes. So yeah. So we need some emojis in YouTube then. Are you doing such? Have you done AOC yet? I have not started on it yet. I mean, I've done 2024 and 2025, but I'm going to start 2015 in the next 5 minutes because I'm not letting you guys derail me anymore. Maybe early access. Early access would be cool. Then it doesn't feel like I'm paywalling content. Early access is kind of neat. I'm not in a place to support financially, but I can be happy and chat on the glaze. Yeah, that's the thing too. And I mean this, like, I get some people who are like, oh, sorry, I can't pay for the course. I'm like, dude, the course is free. The course is free. You pay, like, the course is completely free. I know you're not talking about the course specifically, but like, the course is free. It's a YouTube video. That's it. If you want to support me on top of that, here are your ways. That's how I feel about my content. Like, no one needs to support me financially. You don't ever have to do that. You come here, you watch the videos, and you are active in my chat, and you hit that subscribe button, dude, you're awesome. Like, that's great. That's all I want. This is for people who want to go like, above and beyond, or want to get their name in a video or something like that, or make a one-time purchase so they can get a digital sale of the course. Get the DRM free MP4 file. Which actually, really cool. Someone emailed me about the MP4 file and noted that MP4 files can store chapter data in them. I did not know this. So this dude emailed me, went through my entire timestamps here, made a chapter file, and then showed me the commands, basically sent me a blog post where I could like read through it, the commands to actually embed the chapter data in the MP4 file. So like, that's sick. So if you were to go download the MP4 file of this course, the chapter data is there. So if you watch it in VLC or some program that supports looking at chapter data, it's there. You can just go browse chapters, which is like super cool. So that's fun. Rust complete course, maybe? Listen, that wouldn't be till way later, if at all. So I'm going to tell you that right now. I don't know Rust well enough. Coming here and watching the stream is literally all I can afford to do right now. That's fine. That's fine. That's good. That's more than enough. I can't make that any clearer than I think I'm making it. Guys, supporting me just means hitting subscribe and watching my videos and maybe commenting in the chat. That's literally all I ask. Like, any financial stuff would just be like extra. Like, I don't expect anyone to do that. No one has to do that. If I quit my job and try to go full-time on content creation, I still won't change. I will still believe that you don't need to support me financially. That's my job to make money, not your job. So that's how I feel about it. The Zig course. Listen, I've never written a line of Zig in my entire life. Vim course could be kind of fun. Even just like a video talking about something like my Vim shortcuts and stuff. So yeah. Great bash course. Thank you. Thank you. Hey Dave, I can't support financially as I struggle for myself as well. As it is, sorry, to help you watch the adverts, so you should get some revenue that way, dude. Yo, appreciate it. And you don't even have to. Like, literally, I mean this. Like, if you guys don't, again, I want to make this so clear. I hope I'm stressing this enough. Like, no one has to support me financially at all. I'm not even asking for it. Literally, just hit that subscribe button. That's all I ask for. My finances are my responsibility. No one else's problem. So don't worry about that. Also, I have a full-time job and I'm doing okay. So don't worry. Like, really, I mean it. Don't worry about that. We got the lights on. We got the heat on. I'm good. Oh, man. I won $200 last night at the casino playing video poker. Ultimate X 10-way bonus poker, betting $25 a hand. So, you know what? We're doing okay. We're doing okay. That makes it sound so lame. I was betting $25 a hand and only won 200. Nah, listen, it was a way more up and down last night. It was a fun time. Don't gamble. Gamble responsibly, but I enjoy the casino. Let's see. What are your most used languages after Bash? What is your second favorite programming language? Rust. Rust is my second. Well, okay. It's almost a tie. Rust and C. Rust and C are very close. I really like Rust and I really like C. Bash, I mean, Bash is just like a special place in my heart, but Bash is such a mess of a language. I think that's why I love it. Oh, man. What is the most useless Bash feature in your opinion? I have a good answer to that question. Bad Cop showed it to me. It is Bash -T. Go ahead and look up the -T option to Bash. I dare you. Anyone pull up the man page, look up -T, and tell me why you would ever want it. You tell friends? Thank you, TCB Quick. That's awesome. I love to hear that. Helix course. I got a buddy who uses Helix. Maybe I could ask him to do it. What will be the next course? Listen, I don't even know if there'll be a next course, okay? But people love the Bash course, so maybe. But I don't have any plans for one yet. Okay? I got to relax after that Bash course because that took a long time. That was all me, so. Yeah. Rare breed, a content creator with an actual job IRL. I like it. I like having an actual job because here's the thing. Like, okay, I would love to be able to do this full time if I could. But like when you're talking to a content creator that's doing it full time, like you're almost like a little bit worried. Like I'm not getting paid to have opinions about tech. I'm getting paid to do tech, and then I come here to spew my opinion. So like you guys can trust my opinions because I have no financial incentive to say I like or dislike things. I just come on here and say things like, oh yeah, AI, I don't like it. Like I feel free to say that. I'm not beholden to any sort of company that's paying me, which is really cool. Like, yeah, I'm getting paid for my day job, but like this is a completely separate thing from this, is what I'm saying. Gambling over coding, poker degen right here as well. Listen, I respect it. Have you played with Zig much? Never have. The other day I played poker against a streamer after years of not playing the game. Straight up got a royal flush. Listen, I don't even know if I believe that. It wasn't a dealt royal, right? Because that I wouldn't believe you if it was dealt. But yeah. No, I was doing $5 hands on Ultimate X and I hit the royal on a 2x multiplier. So doing $5 a hand. Next thing you know, the machine's like, oh, here's like $450 total. I'm like, awesome. Yeah, a whole Vim course would be really nice. I truly want to see your Vim RC and Bash RC. The minimal aspect is kind of cool and relaxing. I switched to that while watching the course. Use simple prompt generator website and script Vim. They are on my GitHub. So if you go to my website, my GitHub will have a link to them. I can't really show them to you in stream right now because we're gonna get sidetracked here. How do I tell people I'm poor without telling people I'm poor? Quote, I enjoy gambling. Listen, I think if you're poor, you don't enjoy it. You do it, but I don't think you enjoy it, okay? I downloaded the course and stored it on my NAS, afraid of the possibility of, I don't know, someday come back to watch it again and I'll be lost somehow. Listen, I worry about that too. So I want people to download it and store it locally. If you buy my course, it's a $10 digital fee, you get a download link. And I want people to have that file. The download link is here. If you've already paid, you can get the download link here. I use a very advanced authentication system. As you can see, this advanced download system uses the Honor system. So please make sure you've paid before downloading. But then you get a link to the MP4 file, and you can even see like what the MD5 should look like. So yeah, I encourage people to download it and have it. That way, if something were to ever happen to it, and I'd be like, "Yo, can someone re-upload it?" That'd be awesome. But no. The only thing I ask is that you don't re-upload it. That's like the one thing I ask in this license. Yeah. It was after several rounds of like Texas Hold'em. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. How much money do you think you've left at the casino lifetime? Here is the funniest thing. I'm not going to answer that question on stream, but I will tell you this. I know the answer. I know the exact dollar amount because I keep a ledger. Every time I go, I keep track of the win-loss for the day. And then at the end of the year, I can use that in my taxes when it comes time to file against that. And I have to itemize them against any W-2Gs I get because I live in America. I know the exact answer to that question. I'm not going to give you guys exact figures here. But if you ever think you're going to go to the casino and win, you are not. You're not going to win. You go there for entertainment. I go there to hang out with my buddy, have a good night, get some free food, get some free drinks, and, chill, have a good time. So that's why I go there. Let's see. The VOD does exist, so I can prove it if you doubt me. I don't doubt you. I was just messing with you. Hey, YZAP, how do you make sure bash loops are not slow? Don't do a lot of heavy work inside the loop body. I know that sounds like a stupid answer, but that is really the way. Try to limit the amount of fork and execs that happen inside the body of the loop. The house always wins. It's true. Thoughts on Ruby? It's certainly a language. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting sidetracked. Nice Christmas tree. Is it common knowledge that persuasion, negotiation, what is happening here? Argumentation theories, like at an undergraduate level as a communication student or something, is applicable to everyday communication with people? I have no idea how to even begin answering that question. Is it common knowledge that persuasion, negotiation, argumentation theories, like at an undergraduate level as a communication student or something, is applicable to everyday communication with people? I don't think something like that could ever be common knowledge. But if you're asking me that learning things when it comes to communicating can help you with communicating, then yes. If someone learns how to debate in school, they can probably help formulate their thoughts when it comes to certain things. They're probably better at comparing and contrasting than someone who isn't. I don't know if I'd call that common knowledge, but I definitely think something like that would help you. I'm not really sure exactly what you're asking. Oh, yeah, I'll play a song. Don't worry. I'm ahead of the gambling curve by far. Lots of luck and minimal play is the secret. Yes. That is the secret. If you want to be ahead of gambling, especially at a casino where there's a house edge, first of all, don't go in with that thought ever. Don't go in with that thought ever. But if you wanted to, the way you do it is by playing less. All these games have an amount that they pay back to the player. Typically, like on a slot machine, it's going to be an RTP, a return to player. This is some percentage. There's minimums that it has to be set to. I think in real life, physical casinos, it could be like 88% all the way up to like 94%. I don't know, somewhere in that range. Depends on where you are in the country. Vegas might have slightly different ones than like your local casino. Online casinos actually have a better RTP, I think, typically. And I think because of restrictions, regulation, you actually can look up the RTP for online casinos. So you can see certain video poker machines have like 99%. Like for every dollar you spend, you get 99 cents back over time. This is over a long span of time. Now there's going to be volatility within that. So the less you play, the better your odds are. Like if you're playing roulette, if you play one hand of roulette or 10, not one hand, but if you play like one thing of roulette or 10, the 10, you have worse odds. You're more likely to like hit that green or whatever. So the less you can gamble, the better your odds are, which leads me to the best way to gamble is not to play. But if you want to have fun with your friends and get some free meals and have a good night out, then yeah, view it like entertainment. That's how I do it. That's how I feel about it. Where's the advent of code? Listen, we're getting sidetracked here. We're starting within the minute. Dude, I swear. Yes, comps too. Getting free rooms is so nice. Enjoy day one. I'll watch the VOD tomorrow or mash an OmniOS admin before branching out to other languages, in my humble opinion. Thanks for being a good educator for the up and coming. I'm retired. Well, hey, I appreciate it. Thank you. I do want to show some people more OmniOS and Illumos stuff just because I think it's like really cool. And there's not a ton of like Illumos feature or Illumos stuff out there. So it'd be cool to talk about. Oh, yeah. When I say free, none of this is free. It's included, you could call it. Comps are not, I mean, okay, I'm gonna be a real stickler here, right? People say comps aren't free, you pay for them. No, you pay to gamble. The comps are free. The money's already spent on gambling. So technically speaking, they are free. But I know what you mean. Like they're like I've had a free I've had a $200 slice of pizza before. Like I know how that goes. You know what I mean? So yeah, don't gamble, kids. I don't know why I'm talking about this. In a different life. I think if things were different, I could totally see myself being a gambling influencer, like just going and playing slots every day. That'd be a ton of fun. All right. We're getting sidetracked here. It's been over an hour. I think it's time to do some Advent of Code. What do you guys say? And actually, I think it's time to go grab a new drink because I drank my root beer. So I'm going to go grab a drink. I'll be right back. Give me like 2 minutes. Yo, what up? All right, we're doing this. Hey, you've been studying ternaries? Yo, ternaries are super fun. They're, yeah, definitely use them a lot in the math syntax of Bash. Will you be creating a new channel? You suck at gambling? Listen, I'm not at all against that. I think it'd be a ton of fun. Like, it would legitimately be a ton of fun. Yeah. All right. We're starting with 2015. We are going to go in. We're going to do... So for anyone watching the VOD, sorry, it took over an hour to get here. We are going to do Advent of Code. We're going to start from the beginning. So we are at 2015, and we're going to start at day 1, 2015. Oh my God, right. All the previous years had 25 puzzles. Eric, you're crazy, dude. 25 puzzles with a part 1 and part 2. I assume the earlier ones still have part 1 and part 2. That's like a ton. Even 12 is a lot. Oh, man. All right, let's catch up on chat. What IDE do you use for your day job? Vim. I just use the terminal and I use Vim. Do you guys know what OS he's using? I'm on Mac OS. Hi, can you please create bash script for DevOps task? I do that a lot. I do that almost daily for my job. New pattern for the Taximus tree 2026. Yeah. I'm confused that this says 2015, but appears to be live. Yeah, well, yeah, we traveled back in time. It's 11 years ago. It is 2015. We have 1 year to alert the people about what's going to happen to Harambe. So that's where we are. And we're actually going to create the "Here Comes That Boy" meme. So that's actually how we created it. We went back in time to create it. I forgot about all the Harambe jokes. Oh my God. Oh, man. Yeah, dude. I can't even imagine doing a POSIX compliant like shell script. Like, just for advent of code would be crazy. It's already hard enough to do it in Bash. All right. All right. We're doing this. Let me put my phone away so I don't get distracted. Unless anyone wants to distract me. No, I shouldn't say that because my chat is super good at distracting me. So I do hate my phone. I love my phone. Sorry. I have an iPhone Air and it's beautiful. I hate that when I go live, I get like 10 notifications from Twitch telling me I'm live and like 18 emails from YouTube telling me I'm live, which would be really great if like someone accidentally went live on my account. So it's good to know that. But when it's just me, I'm like, dude, come on. Like it's almost neurotic. So time to go to bed for me. Yo, have a good night. Have a good night. Can you please create some tasks to add in CV, cool tasks for DevOps, automation, and all? Dude, I have no idea what you're asking. I'm sorry. I don't even know what that means. Certified distractors? Dude, for real. You guys are. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's not root beer anymore. It's Dr. Pepper. Oh my God. Cough if you're stupid. All right. Okay. Let's do this. Let's jump in. Getting distracted. Yes. You know what? Actually, hold on. Let me plug this in before I forget, because my phone actually just gave me a warning that it was going to die. Okay. All right, now my phone is charging. Now my phone is away, so I can't get distracted. Perfect. So. Okay, we're good. Let's see. You've mentioned that you use Illumos before. Why? I've just been using it since like the Open Solaris days, really like 2009 and 2010. Native CFS, native dtrace, native zones before any of this stuff was another operating system. So I've just been using it like since then. So yeah. Oh my God. We're done. Let's see. Try to use the new syntax bash 5.3. Oh yeah, we'll be using that. I have a video where I actually talk about that. So, pretty cool stuff. It's fun. All right. Day 1. Not quite Lisp. Santa was hoping for a white Christmas, but his weather machine's snow function is powered by stars, and he's fresh out. To save Christmas, he needs to collect 50 stars by December 25th. Okay, makes sense. Collect stars by helping Santa solve puzzles. 2 puzzles will be made available on each day in the Advent calendar. The second puzzle is unlocked when you complete the first star. Each puzzle grants 1 star. Good luck. Okay, cool. Here's an easy puzzle to warm you up. I don't think Eric's ever said anything like this in any of the recent ones, so I appreciate that we're getting some difficulty things right here. Santa is trying to deliver presents in a large apartment building, but he can't find the right floor. The directions he got are a little confusing. He starts the ground floor, floor 0, and then follows the instructions 1 character at a time. An opening parenthesis means that he should go up 1 floor, and a closing parenthesis, or parenthesis? I think it's parenthesis when it's singular, right? Watch this. Watch my way of getting around parentheses and parenthesis. An opening paren means he should go up 1 floor, and a closing paren means he should go down 1 floor. The apartment building is very tall and the basement is very deep. He will never find the top or bottom floors. Okay, that's good. There's no max floor or minimum floor. Wait, can we go to negative floors? Oh, okay. That's answered my question. So if you have left, left, right, right, and left, right, they will both result in floor 0. Right, because this adds a number and this subtracts a number. So floor 1, floor 2, floor 1, floor 0. That makes perfect sense. These both result in floor 3. This results in floor 3. Both result. Okay. Seems really easy, right? Like stupidly easy, right? Let's go ahead and I guess get started. We can get the actual puzzle info too. Let's do this first. Let's figure out where we are. Make dir 2015, CD 2015, make dir day. Wait, hold on. What do I call it? day 01. Okay, make dir day 01. There we go. The rules are only bash. Only bash and only bash built-ins. We're not even going to fork out to external commands if we can avoid it. If we have to, we'll fork out to POSIX commands like sort and stuff like that, but we're going to use only bash for this. So let's go ahead and get the real input.txt. I'm going to not share this with y'all because this is my own private input. Oh, wow, that's a lot of parens. Okay. I mean, the real input just looks like nonsense. Like here, actually, I can show you what the real input looks. Let's look at the first line of real input. That's the first line of real input. So it's just parens with a lot of up and down and stuff like that. So that's fun. So this is going to be super fun. Good luck, yo. Appreciate it. Yeah, we're not going to use any awk. We're not going to use any sed. We're not going to do anything like this. So, yeah. Let's dive into this because you've memorized the input already. Nice. Here we go. And bash, we're making a nice little bash script. Part 1, we'll call it that. So we have to basically read it line by line. While read -r line, do echo line. Done. There we go. What floor did the instructions take Santa? Oh, wait, is it just one set of instructions? Actually, wait, hold on. I said there was only one line. It might only be one line of input. I didn't think about this. Oh, okay. It's only one line of input. So this is actually even easier. So we can do this. Instead of reading it line by line, we could just literally read -r line. We just do this, and now we have our one line of input. So now we need to count the parentheses. Yeah. So there's a couple ways we can do this. There's like a stupidly easy way we can do this. We could literally find how many open ones are in it with like grep and stuff like that. We could also do this. We could loop over it character by character. I think there's an easier way. We could echo this. So this is the length of line. So we could say that blank total instructions. So if we run this part 1 and we read in from the real input, we can see that there are 7,000 characters. So there are 7,000 open and closed parens. We don't know how many are open and which ones are closed, but we can do this. We can say, let me get the left parens. So left parens equals line, and we'll remove the right parens. So I don't know if this makes sense. We're doing a find and replace of the left parens with nothing. The right parens, we should probably call open and close, shouldn't we? Let's do this. Call it O for open and C for close. So we're just going to get rid of these. I think this works. I might have to escape some garbage to make it make sense. But now we can do this. So we could just say like O parens, C parens, and C parens. I think this just works. Okay, so we basically have the answer here. Let's see. Read byte by byte as fast as string manipulation? Maybe. It's all so fast, so it doesn't even matter. Is there a way to do lazy loading of the input like in Haskell? Yeah, reading byte by byte would do that if we didn't want to load the whole thing into memory. It's 7,000 characters. It's not that much to load into memory. 7 kilobytes. 7 kilobytes. So now we have this. So the opening paren is the... I'm drawing this like you guys can see it. So the opening paren means go up a floor, and the closing paren means go down a floor. So we'll just do this. Floor equals 0. We will do floor minus equal, because we want to go up now, plus equal O parens. And then floor minus equal the close parens. And then echo, we are now on floor. So if we do this, we are now on floor 0. That doesn't seem right. So what are we doing here? Floor equals 0. Oh, we want the length of the O parens. Yeah, that makes sense. So we can get the length of it. Technically, that's all we care about. So O parens equals length of O parens. C parens is the length of C parens. Get rid of this, get rid of that. This should just work. We are now on floor 232, is what it says. So I think this makes sense. Yep. Yeah, replace the paren with +1. Yeah, and then pipe it to BC. That's how Bad Cop would have done this. So, yep. So I think this is going to work. So if we take this, we have floor 232. Let's go over here. Let's put in 232. Let's hit enter. And that's the right answer. So we nailed it. Easy. Easy. Let's go. We got another star. I love watching the 2025 AOC stuff. Really glad to see you doing more. Hey, I'm really happy to be doing more. So yeah, I'm glad you watched it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. So yeah. So that was a fun one. I guess we're done for the night, right, guys? There's no more to do. What's up, Fall Learns? How you doing? Entire 2015. Yeah, we'll see. But we can at least do part 2. So let's go ahead and figure out what's going on with part 2. Now, given the same instructions, find the position of the first character that causes him to enter the basement, floor -1. The first character in the instruction has position 1. The second character has position 2. Okay, so it's indexed by 1. Oh. Okay, this isn't too bad, actually. I love the part 2 design of AOC. Really tested how well you designed part 1. I love it. I don't think, like, AOC is fun. I don't think AOC would be nearly as good as it is without the part 2. The part 2 is such a, like, now we're going to have fun. Oh, you've learned the game mechanics. Now we're going to stretch them to their limit. Like, I love that. I love that so much. So what I did is I pressed Control F, search for paren, saw how many there were, search for the other paren, and then subtracted another. I mean, that's all you got to do. Like, that's so perfect. There is a floor 0. We start on floor 0. So you assume that you start on the ground floor, which is floor 0 in this case. So, okay, we have to figure out when we get brought to the negative floor. I'm assuming that we definitely get brought to the negative floor at some point. Let's see. So we have to figure out when we get brought there. What position is it? Okay, I mean, this doesn't seem too bad at all. So basically, we'll do this. We'll rewrite the code. So we'll do part 1 to part 2, vim part 2, and we will have to, we read the line. We have how many total instructions there are. We know the parens like this. We don't want that. We want to loop over every single character. So let's do this. We have the whole thing loaded into memory, so not the most efficient thing in the world. But we can do for I equals 0, I less than length of line, I plus plus, do C equals line at spot I for one character. We're extracting the character. So red char C, done. Now we do this. If we trash everything else here, we can cat our real input and pipe it into part 2. And this will print every single character one by one as it encounters it. So it's super simple. This building is European. Or is it NA that has the ground floor? European. Wait, hold on. I'm trying to remember. Because I'm American, and when I went to the UK for the first time, I think it was mind-blowing to me when they told me it was on, I think they were like, yeah, it's on the first floor. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. And they're like, yeah, the elevators are back there. And I was like, what do I need the elevator for? Like, didn't I just walk in here? What floor are we on? And they're like, oh, we're on the ground floor. I'm like, what? Okay, so floor 1. And they're like, no, it's a floor 1. Are you American? And I was like, oh, yeah. And that's when I realized, like, the numbering was off by 1 in a way that I had never encountered before. So that's really funny. Yeah. And then the other thing is a lot of buildings don't have a 13th floor here. It's the dumbest thing. We literally don't have like a 13th floor here. Like, what? It's so weird. True. If we had the same answer, it may not be a coincidence. We might have the same answers because there might be a limited set of answers or questions. So I don't actually know. Oh, man. Yeah, I always load the whole thing into memory for AOC. Yeah, I figure it's probably fine. Yo, Dave just watched the Cinecore Challenge live stream recordings. That was fun. Yo, I appreciate it. That was a ton of fun. I really, really liked that challenge. That was a super fun challenge. Oh, I didn't know it was like that in Canada, too. That's so interesting. How fun. Floor 0, baby. Okay. All right. Doing this. So, we'll do a case statement over this. Case the character in. If it's a open parenthesis, then I believe it is a +1. So floor equals 0. If it's an open parenthesis, then floor plus plus. If it's a closed parenthesis, then floor minus minus. If floor less than 0, then echo went to basement at I plus 1 because it's indexed at 1. And then we can exit the script right here. We can just do break right here. So I think that's all we have to do for part 2. Yeah. Went to basement at 1783. Okay. Let's go over here. 1783. Easy. Easy. I'm the smartest programmer who's ever lived in the entire world. It's actually crazy. It's crazy how smart I am. That's the right answer. You are 1 gold star closer to powering the weather machine. Let's go. That's awesome. Is 2015 the first year? It is the first year. Yep, it's the first year of advent of code. So we are starting from the very, very, very beginning. So yeah, this is awesome. Oh man. Cool. So I think the title of the stream says it's just going to be day 1, right? So I just end the stream here. It took 5 minutes and we're good, right? I'm kidding. We're going to go on and we're going to do day 2 and we're going to do day 3. But before that, we're going to play some music. Here's a really good question. Quote Pilgrim asks, why less than 0 rather than equal -1? I will show you why. There's actually a reason why I program like that. So in this situation, find the position of the first character that causes him to enter the basement. Floor -1. So even though it specifies floor -1 as the basement, floor -2 is still the basement. Floor -3 is still the basement. Or at least I'm considering it the basement. In my mind, the basement is anything that's less than 0. So that's why I wrote it there. Now, in this example, we only ever increment and decrement by 1, so it doesn't really actually matter. But in my mind, imagine, like, I'm thinking like a programmer, like that sounds so, I'm trying to think of a better way to say this. I'm thinking of a programmer who's dealt with scripts from other people and I've had to write code over time. So I want things to be as like solved as possible. If something were to change with this, like imagine if there was a part 3 or something where we could jump up 2 floors or jump up 2 floors or 3 floors or 4 floors, then I would imagine like, floor could jump to like -3 or -4. In this case, it doesn't matter. In this case, we will only ever move up by 1 and we will only ever move up by or down by 1. So checking less than 0 is the same as checking then equal -1. But this intention here is to say when we get to a negative floor, I don't care how we got here. This line of code doesn't need to know what's above it. This line of code stands on its own. And that's why I've chosen to do it that way. That's the only reason I've chosen to do it that way. 2 fewer characters to type. I don't care about that. If it's more right in my brain, I'll type more characters. That doesn't bother me. So that's why I do it that way. Yeah. This task will never miss -1. Like it just won't. It won't ever byte saved. It won't ever miss 1. The only reason is I don't care about the time efficiency. None of that stuff matters to me. Literally none of that stuff matters to me. The thing that matters to me is this line of code that I have highlighted stands on its own. It does not care that the lines above it can only jump by 1. If we suddenly added teleporting logic, this line of code will still check if we've made it to the basement, not just a specific floor in the basement. That's why I chose to do it that way. Excuse me. I'm blind. What kind of keyboard are you playing? Or is it just a controller driving sound fonts or something on the computer? It's both. It's a little mini like 56 key, piano style keyboard that's hooked into my computer and it's MIDI. So technically it's driving sound fonts. But no, it's like a mini piano. So I have it in front of my keyboard that I type on. So I've moved my camera down because I don't know if you're able to see even a portion of it. I don't know how blind you actually are. That sounds judgmental. I don't mean it that way. I don't know if you have like limited sight or you're completely blind. So if you're able to see a little bit, you can kind of see what I have going on here. I have the keyboard I type on, and then in front of it, I have like what looks like a mini piano in front of it that I can play. So the mini piano is what's making that sound. There we go. All right. No, I'm not going to golf it. I don't enjoy that well, should I golf it? I've never golfed it. That's more of like a bad cop thing. I've just never done that. It's not my thing. I mean, we could, obviously. Because if you like cat the real input, and grep for like, what? If I can I do OC for an open paren? That's clearly not right. Oh, it's grepping the lines, isn't it? Yeah, you have to do something like that, and word count dash outlet. Yeah, how would you even grab this? I don't know. I'm not bad cop. Wait, of course. You just do something like this, right? Is that valid? Wait, what if I do it the other way? Is this valid? You have to escape them, don't you? Okay. Okay. Super duper all the way blind. Okay, sorry about that. Yes, he didn't see any of that. I thought it was through the computer because there's a slight delay between the key hit and the actual sound. Yes, good. Yeah, good call. There is. So you can hear it because I'm hitting it with my fingers. It's coming through the microphone, so that's getting picked up sooner than the actual program that's running and piping it through my desktop audio, which has a slight delay on it. So yeah, you're picking up on that. So it's a real physical keyboard, but the computer's driving the sound that's actually coming out of it, which is cool because if I don't have my headphones on, I can't hear it. A hypothetical part 3 could also ask when the elevator stops on a specific floor, though. Yeah, it's totally true. It could. In this situation, it said the basement. So, yeah. Like, the basement in my mind is any floor less than 0, not just -1. That's how I interpreted it. But, yeah. Like I said, I mean, I don't know if you're responding to me or someone else. My thought process is that one line encapsulates my intent. That's why I did it that way. That test input looks like my actual code. Maybe do a nice, clear solution first so it's easy asking for a file. I already solved both of these. I'm not sure what you're talking about. I've already solved part 1 and part 2 here. I don't know if you're just joining. Okay. Do we want to golf this? I mean, we could. Because, like, if we just had this... Let's just see. I don't know how deep I'll dive into this. Because, like, this is how you would do it, right? Oh, right, just showing. Yeah, we already did part 1 and part 2. So the solutions aren't that bad. Like, our part 1 solution is literally this. It's pretty simple. But yeah, if we do this, we replace the... I mean, yeah, I was paying the attention the whole time. Yeah, whatever, man. I don't care. I'm not your professor. It's logical. It's just my first instinct was to write equal -1, so I was curious. Yeah, the fact that the website even has -1 there, kind of like I would say more makes me want to do the equal -1. But in my mind, when I read the basement, in my brain, that means any negative number. So that's why I wrote it that way. So however we end up in the basement, I don't know. But if we're in any part of the basement, yeah, that was my thought process. That's kind of my instinct there. All right. Do you have software that lets you change the sound like it's a synth? Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm running a Logic Pro, which is a digital audio workstation, so I could change it to like any instrument that I wanted to. Okay. What would I even do? What would I do if I golfed this solution, right? Because we'd have to just like interject the character 1 between all of it, right? It would just be 0 and then +1, +1, -1, +1, -1, right? How would you even do that? How do you just like interject a character into a stream? See, I don't use these pipeline tools like Bad Cop does, so I don't have the same kind of like knowledge here. Is this where you just use said? Can you do this? What's a back reference in set? It might not even work with this version of set I'm just thinking about. We have to put the G for all of them. Okay. Well, that looks pretty nice. Put the one after the back reference. Okay. Now we have this. Can I just pipe this to BC? I probably need a 0 at the beginning of it, right? Echo -n 0. I think this will work. 232. That was the answer, right? Yeah, that was the answer. So, I mean, this works. This totally works. Yo, what's up, superhero? How you doing? Good evening. Good evening. Replace the parentheses with -1 and pipe to BC. Do a knock. Which day are we doing? It's in the title. Yep, we are doing 2015. We are starting right at the beginning. With said, not need TR. That's true. Yo, first time seeing you live. Yo, welcome, welcome. I don't know how much we'll keep going on here. This seems silly. This seems excessive. But I mean, technically, we have the answer here. Could we make this smaller? Do we want to make this smaller? Does it matter? Because, I mean, we could also just do this. We could just, you know, read in from the real input, pipe that into this, and get 232. That's awesome. Why wouldn't this work? Oh, because I don't need the pipe. Wait, that doesn't work. You can't just pipe it. Oh, wait, hold on. Well, let's just do it this way, actually. I think we can just do this. That's interesting. What's going on here? Oh, it's the pipe. I keep leaving the pipe in. There we go. Oh, sorry. I didn't even say hi and good evening. Hello. Welcome. Welcome. What was your part 2 answer? 1783 is what I got. Could we make this smaller? We probably could make this smaller, right? You have the same seat? Ah, interesting. Interesting. One way to make this smaller would be to get rid of that. Get rid of that. Is this a syntax error? It is. Can we get rid of that 0 somewhere? Spaces around. Oh, true. If we're just saving bytes, then yeah, spaces around pipes, obviously. I'm going to worry about that in a second. That's definitely a way to save bytes, though, is the spaces around it. Echo open count plus closing as -1 BC. What to think about that? Read with said, then echo is gone. How would reading with said get rid of the need for the echo? Putting a 0 at the beginning, I think. Let me think. because get read with said the first line. I don't know what I don't know what that means. I don't know where you want to put the said. Yeah, awk is super powerful. What would an awk solution look like? Awk would just be this, like cat real input pipe awk. It's all one line. Yeah, it'd be so much easier if they were on separate lines. I don't know how you do character by character in awk without, like, you know, translating it first. Awk, does awk support like a line delimiter or character by character? Yeah, I'm surprised too that I can't just +1 with BC. I thought that it would have assumed that it was just 0 at the beginning. You know what I mean? Like, I totally thought that it would just work without the 0 at the beginning. That's crazy to me that it just doesn't. Now, hold on. Wait, we're using the Mac version? I wonder if GNU BC does that. I don't have GNU BC. Okay, let me try something. Ah, still doesn't work on Linux. Okay, interesting. Yeah, it's super strange to me. I'm just genuinely surprised by that. I mean, obviously we could replace the beginning of the line with a 0. If I do this, do I have to do a -E? And then a -E? I don't know if this is actually saves bytes or not. Cool, now we're off by 1. Yeah, now we're just straight up off by 1, so that makes sense. That's so funny. Oh, it just has a 0, 1 there. Okay. No, I don't feel like doing assembly. I don't even feel like doing this. I don't even know why I'm doing this. I don't enjoy this. I don't enjoy golfing code. It doesn't do much for me. Yeah, that's the field separator with awk, though. Oh, wow, I'm just typing in Vim commands into the window. That's the field separator, though. I don't think you can do it like on a like character by character thing. What I could do is we could do a... what could I do? If I wanted to interject a new line between every character, there's a couple ways we could do it. What's the cleanest way to do it? Because you just do sed, obviously. We could just do sed of anything with a new line and a thing. I don't know if that's valid. That is valid. Okay. Yeah, so now we have line by line with a blank line at the beginning. So... there we go. Well, I don't love there's a blank line there. But that's actually not a problem, because then you just pipe that to awk, and then you can say, like, you know, can I just do this? Does work? Okay, well that doesn't work. I might have to escape this, maybe not do a regex match. Maybe regex match is the wrong way of doing it. 232. Okay, so we get the answer. So we can do it with awk. I don't think that's any less text there, you know what I mean? So, yeah. I don't know what we could do here. I don't know if this actually, like, matters. rename the input file. Yeah, I wouldn't even consider the input file as part of the golf. Like, I don't think Bad Cop does. Like, the golf would just be like this. And then you have to just, like, you have to be responsible for doing it. Sed minus E S slash dot. So I don't even know what that does. But I'm going to try that. I'm curious. Doesn't work for me. Let's try gsed. It might not work on my GNU or my version of sed that I have. I thought I had GNU sed. I don't know. I have a bunch of GNU tools, but not that. So yeah, this might not work on my version of sed. All right. Either way, I'm not doing this. I'm done. I don't care about this. I actually don't. I don't enjoy the process of golfing code. This isn't entertaining to me. This is actually just boring. So I'm gonna get frustrated if I keep doing this. We're gonna move on to day 2, and we're gonna do day 2 in Bash because I like doing advent of code. All right, let's do this. We had fun anyway. Thanks. Yeah. Well, you're welcome. And you know what? I'm having fun streaming, so that's cool. But yeah, let's do some day 2. Make der day 2. There we go. All right, let's go pull that up. Okay, day 2. I was told there would be no math. Oh god, I don't like this. The elves are running low on wrapping paper, and so they need to submit an order for more. They have a list of the dimensions, length L, width W, and height H of each present. Okay, so we have a 3-dimensional present. And only want to order exactly as much as they need. Fortunately, every present is a box. Oh, okay, good. Oh, right, rectangular prism. Fine, a box, got it. Which makes calculating the required wrapping paper for each gift a little easier. Find the surface area of the box, which is 2 times length times width, plus 2 times width times height, plus 2 times height times length. Wow, that's hard to say all that fast. The elves also need a little extra paper for each present. The area of the smallest side. Okay, so each present needs wrapping paper plus extra. Enough paper to cover all the sides plus a little bit more. Okay. A present with the dimensions of 2 by 3 by 4. So a 2 unit by 3 unit by 4 unit box requires 2 by 6, 2 by 12, 2 by 8 square feet. Oh, it's feet. Okay. Of wrapping paper. Plus 6 square feet of slack for a total of 58. Okay, so the square feet of slack comes from the area of the smallest side, which is this 6 here. Yeah, that's it. What do you have here? Echo 0, TR. Oh, you can do TR with... Oh. I totally forgot that you could do that with TR. That's clever. That's very clever. I didn't even think about that. You could do that with TR, where you could give more characters in the second part of it, and it will loop through them. That's cool. That's clever. All right. A present with dimensions 1 by 1 by 10 requires 2 times 1, 2 times 10, and 2 times 10 equals 42, plus 1 square foot of slack for a total of 43 square feet. Awesome. The area of the smallest side. Okay, that makes sense. All numbers in the elves list are in feet. How many total of square feet wrapping paper should they order? Okay, cool. Awesome. So let's go ahead and let's pull down this input. Some large numbers. Okay. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and make some, I have example input here too. 2 by 3 by 4, these are from the website. And 1 by 1 by 10, because we at least know what those should be. So we have the real input, we have the example input. So the example looks like this. The real input is gigantic with very large numbers. So let's go ahead and vim part 1. Okay. While read dash r, let's save this. chmod plus x, part 1, vim part 1. While read dash r, we need length, width, and height, and they are separated by the x character. Do echo looking at length, width, height. Done. Okay, cool. So if we cat the example, pipe it into part 1, we get this, looking at 2, 3, 4, and 1, 1, 10. Awesome. So now we need to go through and we need to calculate the sides. So we have 3 sides, well, there's 6 sides, but 2 of them are the same because it's a box. So we'll do side 1 equals 2 times length times width. I'm taking this exactly from the website. Side 2 and side 3. Side 2 is 2 times width times height, and side 3 is 2 times height times length. That makes perfect sense. And that is times 2, isn't it? Yeah. That's okay. We can do it a little bit backwards. We're going to do it a little bit backwards here. So now in order to calculate the square footage of it, we have to add them together. So the surface area equals, what is it? Let's do this. Let's not do this as part of the calculations. There we go. Now we can do the surface area is 2 times side 1 plus 2 times side 2 plus 2 times side 3. Echo surface area. Area is, there we go. So now if we run this, we get the area is 52 and we get the area is 42. So 52 and 42. If we go over here, we can see that a total of 58 square feet because it's 52 and 42. So perfect. We're good here. That's awesome. The next thing we need to do is we need to figure out the actual like slack part of it. So area 52. Yeah. Now we need to figure out the slack, and we can do that by getting the minimum. So min equals, we could do length is less than width. Well, let's not even be clever. Let's not even be clever. The minimum is the length if the width is less than the min, then min equals width. If height is less than the min, then min equals height. There we go. So now we have the minimum thing. So now we could have total area equals surface area plus min. Total area. There we go. So now we have 54 and 43. And if we go here, we should have 58 and 43. Okay, so we're not quite there, but yeah. We should also total these up. There we go. 97. Awesome. The times too? Yeah. So let's see what we got here. We have the surface area here. We have the min, the width, and the whatever. I see the problem. Okay, cool. Well, let me figure out the problem because I don't want any spoilers. I didn't say that on the stream yet, but yeah, no backseat driving, no spoilers. So let's see. Yeah, what's up, 01 underline? How you doing? Hello, welcome, welcome. Side 1, side 2, side 3. Minimum equals length if W is less than min, then min equals W. If H is less than min, then min equals H. Makes sense to me. Minimum is 2. That doesn't make sense. I think we're looking at the wrong numbers. We are looking at the wrong numbers. Yep. Okay. Side 1. Side 2. And side 3. There we go. That's wrong. 58 and 43. 58 and 43. It doesn't give me the total, but it's probably 101, so that probably makes sense. So, yeah, there we go. I'm very happy since my second son was born. Yo, congratulations. That's huge. That's awesome, man. That's great to hear. All right. What's up, everyone? Yo, how you doing? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. So I think we're good. We can just cat the real input and pipe it into part 1, right? 1588178. That's a big number. Let's go over here. Fire it in there. That's the right answer. You're 1 gold star closer to powering the weather machine. Let's go. Huge. Huge. Look at that. We are cranking through Advent of Code over here. Part 2. The elves are also running low on ribbon. Ribbon is all the same width, so they only have to worry about the length they need to order, which they would again like to be exact. The ribbon required to wrap a present is the shortest distance around its sides or the smallest perimeter of any one face. Each present also requires a bow made out of ribbon as well. The feet of the ribbon required for the perfect bow is equal to the cubic feet of volume of the present. Don't ask how they tie the bow, though. They'll never tell. Dude, I don't know what this means. Dude, I don't understand what this means. Okay. Okay. For example, a present with dimensions 2, 3, 4 requires 2 plus 2 plus 3 plus 3 equals 10 feet of ribbon to wrap the present because the shortest distance around its sides. Oh, that's just the 2 shortest sides. Okay. Find the 2 shortest sides. Multiply them by 2. You get 10. Okay. Then we need to add on the ribbon. The bow. Okay. And for the bow, plus we need 2 times 3 times 4. The feet of ribbon required for the perfect bow is equal to the cubic feet of volume of the present. That's just the length, width, and height times multiply together, right? Yeah, 1 times 10 is 10. Plus this. Okay, that's not that bad. This isn't that bad. It was just really hard to understand. All right. CP, part 1, part 2. Vim, part 2. Easy. Okay. Look at this. Now we need to figure out the ribbon part of it. So we know what the minimum sides are. Let's go ahead and figure out this. So okay. So find the 2 smallest sides. If what's the cleanest way to do this? Let me think about this. Because we also need the volume. Let's do this. Get the volume. The volume is length times width times height, right? I think that's all it is. Okay. And then the ribbon is the 2 smallest sides. So I know how to do this. We just have to figure out how to represent this in a clean way. Because we could just sort them and grab the 2 at the very bottom. That's the simplest way. But without a sort function, it's a little bit more verbose. But that's okay. Trying to think of a clean way to do this. Yeah, I mean, we just have to go through and do it manually, I think. Is POSIX utilities or GNU utilities allowed? No, no. That's why it's so difficult. If I could just pipe out to sort, it'd be super easy. We're trying to do everything in Bash if possible. I'm just trying to think of the cleanest solution. I can think of multiple solutions. That's not the problem. I can just try to think of how I want to actually go about doing this. Because we could do this real simple. Like if side 1 is less than side 2. Then we kind of know like where to go from here. But like it just seems like so overly verbose. Because it might just be cleaner to move things around. I would find max and use the other two sides. I'm thinking about that too. It'd just be nicer if they were in an array. I think putting them in an array might be nicer just so I can index into them. Is it size or versus? I don't know yet. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this logic. I don't actually know what I fully need at the end of it. I'm just trying to think of what the cleanest way to do this is. Yeah, but I don't have a way to sort it. I don't have a built-in bash method to sort it. That's the problem. Yeah, I can't sort. I don't have sort. I can't pipe out to sort. I'm trying. That's a self-restriction. Present with dimensions requires this. I guess I could calculate all of them, all possibilities, and then just take the smallest one. I think that's probably the cleanest way to do it. So like we could just do this. Side 1, 2 times side 1 plus 2 times side 2. And this can be 2 and 3. And this can be 1 and 3. We can just A, B, and C. And then we just need the minimum one of that. So like min equals $A. If B is less than min, then min equals $B. Ooh, look at this. Yo, 01 underline. Thank you for the gifted subs, dude. That's super cool. Oh my god, I appreciate that. Yeah, 5 gifted subs over on Twitch. Dude, you're wild, man. Dude, I appreciate that. Thank you. That's super nice. That's awesome. Oh man, that's super cool. Much appreciated. Yeah, we just do this. It's kind of gross, but it gets the job done, you know? So we have the bow, we have the min, and then I think we just do this. Total plus equal min plus bow. I think that's right. So if we echo something like 2 times 3 times 4, the website says the total should be 34 feet. 24, so we're not quite there. And 1 by 1 by 10, total is 10. That's wrong, it should be 14. So we're not quite there. So, yeah. Just a little thank you for your amazing content. Yo, super nice, man. I appreciate it. That's super awesome. I think it was about WLH in the example. Yeah, probably. I think it is. I think you're right. Present with the dimensions 1 by 1 by 10 requires 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 4. That's the lengths, not the sides. That is correct. This will be length, length, width. This will be length and width, length and height, and width and height. That should be it. This gives me 10. That's wrong. And this gives me 24. That is also wrong. So let me think about this. We have ABC. Min is, oh, well, maybe if I set it to $A and not $1. 34. That's correct. And the other one is 14. That is correct. So cat real input, pipe it to part 2. And let's see. 37837558. Let's go ahead and try this one out. Easy. That's the right answer. You are 1 gold star closer to powering the weather machine. Easy. Easy. We are cranking through this. We are making progress. Look at that. This is beautiful. This is awesome. Oh, man. Okay. So that's the wrong event. There we go. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautiful. GG. We are making good progress there. What do you say? You guys want to do one more? I think we can knock out one more of these, right? They seem pretty straightforward. Famous last words, but these seem pretty straightforward. Let's go ahead and try and knock out one more. My throat's not happy with me. Yeah. Oh, man. Let's do this. Day 3. Perfectly spherical houses in a vacuum. Santa's delivering presents to an infinite 2-dimensional grid of houses. Santa has infinite houses. Okay. So Santa's delivering to an infinite 2-dimensional grid of houses. He begins by delivering a present to the house at his starting location, and then an elf at the North Pole calls him via radio and tells him where to move next. Moves are always exactly one house to the north, south, east, or west. After each move, he delivers another present to the house at his new location. Okay, that makes sense. However, the elf back at the North Pole has had a little too much eggnog, and so his directions are a little off, and Santa ends up visiting some houses more than once. How many houses receive at least one present? Okay. For example, delivers presents to 2 houses, 1 at the starting location and 1 to the east. Okay. Delivers presents to 4 houses in a square, including twice of the house at the starting ending location. Up, right, down, left. Okay. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Delivers a bunch of presents to some very lucky children at only 2 houses. Okay. This makes sense. This makes perfect sense. Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. Let me go ahead and look at the real input here, because I want to get an idea if it's all one line or if there's multiple lines. I think it's all one line. Okay, it's all one line. So that's not what I meant to show. There we go. So that's what I have here. We have all one line. So that is pretty cool. V is a direction, not a house. It just means up, down, left, right. We should probably move the real input into day 03, huh? Okay. So now we need to be able to do something like echo this into part 1. And it should know that there were 2 houses. So what do we have to do? How many houses receive at least 1 present? Okay. So every time we basically it's just a grid system. Every time we visit a new place, we should keep track of a present is there. We should keep track of all the places we've seen, basically. So Vim part 1, user bin env bash, and then we can read -r instructions. So the instructions will simply be up, down, left, or right as a big long string. So we could do for I equals 0, I less than the length of the instructions string, I plus plus, do, done. One. Okay. So if we echo C, then when we do this, we can see that cat the real input, pipe it into part 1. Then we get this. We're going to loop over the instruction one by one. So that's super nice. So let's go ahead and do a nice little case statement over it. So we can say case C in, and then we know what direction we're going. So we're either going up, in which case we'll do something down, left, or right. And that's it. So now we know something's happening. So now we need to keep track of every place we've gone. So we need an X and a Y. Let's start Santa at 0, 0. Santa is at 0, 0. And then we'll keep track of all the presents we've delivered. So presents equals a brand new empty array. So then when we start looping over this data, we will keep track of putting the present somewhere. Now, the first thing we do is he's already delivered delivered a present to the house we were at no matter what. So we can do this. Presents. Yeah, houses makes more sense. Well, I was going to increment it. So technically it'll keep track of the presents at the houses. I don't care. So we're going to do presents at $x, $y plus plus. So we're going to increment it, treating it like 0 if it's not set. So that's good. I think that's fine. Let me go ahead and just run this to make sure it just like works. Okay, cool. So if we echo this into part 1, this should result in 2 houses being visited. And let's go ahead and actually, implement that logic. So if we're going up here, we'll do this, goes here. If we're going up, then y minus minus. If we're going down, then y plus plus. If we're going left, then x minus minus. And if we're going right, then x plus plus. There we go. So then when we get down here, all we have to do is just count the number of elements in the array. So echo houses got presents. There we go. 2 houses got presents. Hey, that makes sense because that came from the example. Now if we go up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. It should still be 2. Okay. If we cap the real and we pipe it into part 1, 2,592 houses got presents. Okay. Let's go over here. And that's the right answer. You're 1 gold star closer to powering the weather machine. Look at that. Easy, easy. Oh, man. All right. 2015, I am coming for you. Part 2. The next year, to speed up the process, Santa creates a robot version of himself, Robo Santa, to deliver presents with him. Santa and Robo Santa start at the same location, delivering 2 presents to the same starting house, then take turns moving based on instructions from the elf, who is agnoggedly reading from the same script as the previous year. Okay, makes sense. So the same puzzle input. That's nice. This year, how many houses receive at least 1 present? For example, Up Down delivers presents to 3 houses because Santa goes north and then Robo Santa goes south. Up, right, down, left now delivers presents to 3 houses and Santa and Robo Santa end up back up where they started. Oh, okay, I see. So every other one, they take turns moving. Okay. All right, that's not that bad. Sounds bad, but it's not that bad. So basically, we need to move one or the other. So we move the X, Y here. We just need to figure out if we're moving Santa or Robo Santa. So instead, let's make 2 new things of... make an array of 0, 0, and 0, 0. So that's Santa, Robo Santa. That's what we're doing here. Now we will manually set this to 0, 0. We'll just get one. We'll always get one at the starting one. Yo, what's up, Steven? How you doing? So now when we loop over the instructions, we'll have to check which one we are going to move. So the J will be I modularly divided by 2 equal 0. So if it's even or odd. So J will be, oh no, we don't want the equal, we just want this. So if J is 0, if Y is 0, it'll still be 0, and J will go up. So it'll toggle between 0 and 1, so we know which one to grab. So now we can do a read -r X and Y from coords at spot J. We need to set the IFS to the comma. There we go. Now we have the X and Y, so we know how to modify it. And then we store that there was a present there, and then we have to load it back into the array. So coords at spot J equals x, comma, y. So that is what we're going to do here. Do you want this saved as part 2? Yes, I do. Yes, I absolutely do. Hi, you're still in the part 1 script. Yeah, that's terrible. So that's not great. So what do I do now? Can I write this out to just part 2? I think I can, right? I don't know. I think I just want a colon W part 2. I don't think I've saved it before, have I? I don't remember if I have. I think I can just do this. What do I have? Part 1 is this. Nice. Okay. I think we worked. I think that worked. Thank you guys for pointing that out. That would have been, I mean, it wouldn't have been the end of the world, but it would have been annoying. All right, so we have part 1, and now we have part 2. So that's way nicer. Thank you. All right, so let's do some tests. If we echo up, down, this should be 3 houses into part 2. Okay, and according to the example input, if we echo up, right, down, left, it should be 3 houses as well. Okay, this is good enough for me. Cat, real input, pipe it into part 2. 2360. Go over here. 2360. That's the right answer. You are 1 gold star closer to powering the weather machine. Dude, we are cranking through 2015. We are absolutely just, we're just destroying it. We are destroying it. That's awesome. Why do you y minus minus when moving up? Because of just how I picture it in my head, where the grid, I picture it like the 0, 0 spot is up here in the top left. That's why I picture it that way. So if the y goes positive, it actually moves down. That's how I picture y and x that way. So that's why I chose to do it that way. I could have done it the other way and it would have worked just the same. So finally got to see you live, bro. Yo, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you stopping in. All right. So is presence an associative array of coordinates as keys where the values were the number of times that house was visited? Yes, that's exactly what it was. Technically speaking, I didn't need to keep track of the number of times we visited the same house. That wouldn't have mattered. So I was doing plus plus. I could have just changed that to equal 1, and then we would have just turned on a flag, because then we just loop how many things are in this associative array. So that's kind of how I'm solving that. Oh my God. All right, what do you guys say? One more? Do a nice little day 4. I mean, we're on a roll, right? Let's do some day 4 here. Oh, wow. It's not, I can't even scroll this page. Small page. Day 4, the ideal stocking stuffer. Santa needs help mining some Advent coins, very similar to Bitcoins. Oh, man. Isn't that funny? Very similar to Bitcoins. This is 2015. Oh, imagine if Eric was stockpiling Bitcoin back then. What was it, like between $100 and $1,000 USD at that time? Oh, man. Let's see. To use as gifts for all the economically forward-thinking little girls and boys. That's cute. To do this, he needs to find the MD5 hashes, which, in hexadecimal, start with at least 5 zeros. We're going to almost certainly have to pipe out to MD5 here. I'm going to be honest. If that's the case, we might have to pipe out to MD5. And I don't mind having to do that. I don't want to implement MD5 on my own. Okay, we're doing we're basically doing Bitcoin mining here. You want to find a hash that has a certain number of zeros or is below a certain number. So, I mean, that's how blocks are mined. And that's how difficulty is adjusted. The input to the MD5 hash is some secret, your puzzle input given below, followed by a number in decimal. To mine Advent coins, you must find Santa the lowest positive number, no leading zeros, that produce such a hash. Okay, so we're like, this is Bitcoin mining. We're updating, we're looking for a nonce that makes this work. If your secret key is ABCDF, the answer is 609043 because the MD5 hash of that starts with 5 zeros. And it is the lowest such number to do so. Okay, this is going to be... I don't know how we're going to brute force this one. If it takes 60,000 invocations of MD5 to get there. Not great. Not great. So this will be fun. If your secret key is this, the lowest number it combines with to make an MD5 starting with 5 zeros is this. Oh, boy. Okay. Oh, it just gives me my puzzle input here? It doesn't even... I don't have to click for it. Interesting. It just gives it to me. Okay, I'm not even going to write it down. We don't even need to store it in a file. Let's go ahead and implement the super naive solution, and then we'll go ahead and figure out a cleaner way to do this. I mean, like, MD5 is not that sound. Are there secret ways to detect this with MD5 that I don't know about? I don't know. Let's figure out how we're going to do this. Let's go ahead and vim part 1. Okay, we'll just do a read-r key. That's the string of the key. And then we need to, I equals 1 has to be a positive integer. I less than, well, nothing. While true, s equals the key and the number. And then all the way down here, we'll do an I++ and a done. Okay. Now we need to MD5 the string, check for 5 leading zeros. Of course, we can treat it like a number and check that it's less than a certain thing. How are we going to MD5 the string? We have MD5 in the Mac. We also have OpenSSL MD5. That's annoying. What about the MD5 command? That works. It's not gonna. This is not gonna be fast, guys. I went to do dishes real quick, and you're at day 4. Dude, we are chugging along, man. This is not going to be fast at all. Like, at all. It has to be a command. I'm not sure what you mean by that. MD5. The syntax is valid. Don't lie to me. The syntax is valid. I know better than my syntax checker. That's not valid? Why is that not valid? That's crazy. Oh, the space. The space. I don't know, OCaml. I can't solve it with OCaml. Alright, well, this is not going to be fast if we have to go up to 609,000. If we have to go to 609,000, we're at 3. Now we're at 4. Now we're at 5, and we have to go up to 609. I don't think that's happening anytime soon. Is there some sort of way that MD5 is cryptographically broken that's significant here? If that's the case, we have to take advantage of it, but that seems a little bit absurd. 609,000? That's what the answer to this one is. The string that I gave it, what did I give it? A, B, C, D, E, F? Yeah, the string that I gave it, A, B, C, D, E, F. When you append that, it's this. The answer is this. So basically he gave me the answer, which is super nice. It's cryptographically broken. I know that, but is it cryptographically broken in a way where I can take advantage of it to get a bunch of zeros at the beginning? I need to know if the fact that it's cryptographically broken is relevant to this puzzle. That's what I'm trying to figure it out. It'll be significantly faster if I don't print it out. Yeah, exactly. It will. Yeah, we're literally mining. That's exactly what we're doing. Let's do this. Okay. Let's just get an idea of how fast it's going. We're not even checking for the leading zeros. We're just going to see how fast this can go. It's not the fastest thing in the world, guys. This is, I mean, like, if we have to do this, we're going to need to find a faster way. Can you continuously pipe to that and get the hash? Yeah, that's what we would need, something like that. because just the fork and exec of 1,000 things like this is not ideal. If we, if we're doing this in Rust, we can do MD5 built in. Like the math is not the slowest thing in the world. We also need to check for the leading zero, so that's super annoying. I mean, that's actually not super annoying. We can just do this, like prefix equals MD5 starting at 4 or 5 characters. Yeah. Starting at 0, 4, 5 characters. Is that what I want? Yeah. I think that's what I want. Let's just print them out so I can make sure I'm not crazy. That's right. So we can just say like if prefix equal Bitcoin found echo there we go. Yeah, we would definitely need some sort of built-in implementation because like it needs to go faster. Assuming that's the way we do this, it needs to go faster. Yeah, you can definitely do parallel batches because then if you find one, you just have to check every number below it. It's definitely a way to do it. This is not awful. It's not the end of the world that it takes this long, but who knows how high the other puzzle will go. Let's let this one go. Yeah, we'll let this one go. I'll open up another terminal. Yeah, because we can definitely max out the CPU more. Yo, what's up, NMBB? How you doing? Isn't the key S? Is it? Am I printing out the wrong thing? No, we just get the $I. That part's the part that matters, I think. Yeah, because we just want the number portion of it, so the $I is correct. Yeah, so once that gets, we're at 25 right now. Once that gets to 609, we should have the answer. So it's not the worst thing in the world. We just need to find a way to make this faster. So does our implementation of MD5 support like line by line? Because that would be ideal. If we just had a program I could write data to it and then have it print the MD5 like really, really fast. You could write a bash built-in that does MD5. Yeah, the problem is bash is super slow at math. Like I could. But bash is super slow at math. That's like the biggest issue. The other thing we could do is, I mean, we could totally just like cheat and use a different language. Like Node has it built in, right? Has a crypto module, I think, right? Oh, do like a C built in? Yeah. The create hash. I'm sure we could make like a little basic thing that gets going off the ground real quick. Pipe to Python. Yeah, I mean, there's so many things you can do here. I'm just trying to figure out how I want to actually do this. Because I want this to be done in Bash. You know what I mean? But like, I don't know about the MD5 stuff. Tablet Lenovo, kind of. I'd have to compile my own in C and then load it in at runtime in Bash. You can do that. It can be done. But yeah, and technically speaking, what we have works, this just needs to do this 10 more times. So it's very slow, and that's not great. We need a basic service that can go and calculate these for us. I could write it in C. Yeah, I think I might just go to Node for now, just because we can do that simply here. And let's just see if we can get something working. So we could do like MD5er. So we could do, what is it? I haven't written Node in a million years. I think you do const, right? I'm just gonna, you know what, hold on. You use JS? I thought you'd hate JS. No, I was a Node.js developer for a long time. I don't mind JavaScript. It's fine. All right, I'm gonna steal this off the internet. Crypto equals require crypto, and then we can just do this like a. Wow, you really have to just do it so slow or so. Oh, whatever. This is how you do it? This is crazy. Okay, now we have a function that can do this. So that's good. I'm not even at 100,000 over there. That's crazy. So now we need this to loop line by line from standard input. That's what I want. I want to be able to open this kind of as a coproc, be able to write into it and have it return data back. We might actually end up using coproc in Bash. That seems excessive, doesn't it? At this point, I mean, why don't I just write it in Node? Oh, man. I don't know about the let and const thing. I'm going to let it yell at me if it's going to yell at me. How do you read standard in line by line in Node? I've done it so long ago. Because I think it has a read line module, which I could probably use. Yeah, Node.js has a built-in read line thing, which is commonly used. Awesome. Oh my god, they create a read line interface? Ew. Okay. Oh, perfwise, I mean create a hash every time. Oh, okay, yeah. Alright, let's steal some code from the internet like good programmers. Okay. All right, that's a pretty cool piece of code. You write data to it, you give it a new line, and then it gives you the MD5 of it really fast. So make the create hash in the global scope outside. Is that really? I mean, yeah. Copying from ChatGPT. No, I'm copying from Google. Do you think this create hash, like, every time I update it, won't I get a different digest? Isn't that the point of create hash? Like, I don't think I want a persistent hash. I don't think that's the right thing to do it, because this gets up. You can update a hash multiple times and digest it. I don't think I want that. Yo, what up, Shobo? How you doing? How do I want to talk to this thing? There's a couple ways I can fork it off in the background. I'm trying to think of what's like clever. It's a lot of Python code. All right, so I think what I want is, let's kill this. Let's go into our part one. And let's create a persistent process of this. So we can do coproc. I'm cheating a little bit with the syntax here because I actually have a video coming up on coproc, so this is kind of funny. MD5er, and then this is the command that actually gets run. So we'll run MD5er here. I don't think I need this syntax around it, but yeah. You recently switched to Dvorak because of wrist issues and lost all your Vim skills. Hey, you'll get them back. I'm in Dvorak right now. We do an MD5 in Bash. You can stay in Bash. Use the file ran 2,000 time. I am not doing MD5 in Bash. That's how I approached 2016 part 2 and got 28 million hashes in 45 seconds. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to implement it in Bash. We're forking out to Node.js here just to see if we can get something that works, that makes sense. That's what we're going to see. So we've done our coproc here. So now we can write data into it. So we can echo $s into the file descriptor of MD5er. Okay. And then we should be able to get the data back out of it as, what is the file descriptor? It is MD5er at spot 0 for standard out and 1 for standard in. Okay. I think that's it. So if this works how we expect it to, we might have a process that is alive in the background. Let's go ahead and do this. Just for our own sanity. Let's trap the cleanup function so we can close this just in case. Because then we can close the file descriptor. So we can close, what was it? MD5er spot 0. What's the close syntax? I think it's that. We can close that. I think that's all we need to do. Close the file descriptor should, yeah. This feels more advanced to me than just implementing MD5. Implementing MD5 feels like it'll be less. That's crazy to me because MD5, I mean, that's just a lot of math I'd have to pull into Bash. That feels like it'd be a lot more work than this. This I'm at least comfortable with. I think this will work. Let's just add some things here so we can kind of see. Okay. Nice. Okay. All right, well, let's just try this. It seemed like it was pretty decently fast. Okay. That's significantly faster. Yeah, because hey, look, we got to use Bash coproc, so that's pretty cool. Yeah. We're halfway there. Oh, it's just that file descriptors are basically magic to me. See, I'm a sysadmin, so file descriptors make perfect sense to me. Math scares me. Way more comfortable with file descriptors and stuff. Hey, Bitcoin found at 609043. And the answer should be 609043. Cool. So let's go ahead and put our secret puzzle input in there. And we're going to play a fun game of who knows when it's actually going to hit. So it works. We just don't know when this is actually going to hit. All we did was make a faster version of MD5. We're still forking out. It's not technically pure Bash, but they can't just throw MD5 at me like that. Come on. That's crazy. So okay. We got a Bitcoin at 282,749. I mean, technically we got an Advent coin. But here we go. Let's go here. And that's the right answer. You're one gold star closer to powering the weather machine. We'll take it. We'll take it. We had to fork out, but we did some coproc stuff. I think it's kind of cute. So we'll take it. Forked only once. Exactly. Thank you. We only forked once. So I'll take that as a win. This. Wow. Wow. Look at this part 2. Part 2. One sentence. Now find the one that starts with 6 zeros. Okay. Well, we do know some stuff. We know that we start at I equals 282749. So that's a little bit of a optimization. Look at that. Look at that. So if we run that, we find it immediately. That's good. I don't know why the file descriptor thing keeps getting messed up there. If we close standard input, that should be enough. I don't know why we're getting that not working. This is the right syntax. It is, right? I don't know. Whatever. I don't care. It's working, so good enough for me. So now we need to get the one with the 6 leading zeros. Copy to part. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Apparently I just seem to forget that. All right, let's make part 2 script. You guys ready? There we go. Part 2 script is done. All right, so let's go. I'm going to go take a nap real quick, because who knows when this thing's going to be done. We might have to find a faster way to do this. And it's not like we can even start later down the chain. It's not like I could start at I equals, 10,000 and start, or, 500,000 and start ruling them out. Because, like, there's no way to predict what the next hash is going to be. So, no, it isn't that fast, to be fair. Well, I mean, it's using the C, whatever the, OpenSSL thing is, so. What about MD5 sum? What do you mean by that? It computed part 1 in line in a second, then I made a small change for part 2 and it took 10 seconds. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Well, I think the answer then, of course, is Rust. I think the answer is Rust, right, guys? We could do that in parallel if you guys wanted to. I'm just looking up to see if there's a Rust MD5 crate. There absolutely is. Of course there is. Let's go ahead and do Rust in parallel to this. Let's do it. Cargo, init, Rust, part 2. How many processors does your machine have? 20? 128 gigs of RAM. It's a beefy machine. It's a M1 Ultra Max Studio, whatever they call it. Mac. Rust part 2. You forgot to take 6 chars instead of 5 from the hash result. Hey, that's a good point. That's a very good point. Look at that. So everything that we've technically churned through is null and void. It's a beefy boy. It's so true. Okay. Thing's still cranking over there. Yo, what's up, Sashi? How you doing? So what are we gonna do here? We're gonna set let mut I equals 0, loop I plus equal 1. Okay. Then we're gonna copy over the implementation. No, I don't want to know roughly how big it was. Thank you, I appreciate that, but no, I wanna be surprised by it. I wanna get there on my own, so we'll do that. Can I get this as an actual number? It is a number, isn't it? I'll have to figure out that once we get to it. But this thing's cranking. I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world. Okay. One of my favorite bashisms, making raw HTTP gets via bash and reading the response with no curl. Yeah, that's one of my YouTube videos that did really well. It has almost 100,000 views, I think. That was one of my first YouTube videos to kind of pop off for me. I don't have a 1,000,000 view video yet. I think my highest video is like a little bit less than 200,000. But yeah, that was a cool thing. Dev TCP and all that stuff. So we have to compute the MD5 of this. That's gonna break, but whatever. Okay. I'm loving your bash scripting course, by the way. That's how I found this channel. Yo, that's awesome, dude. Welcome, welcome. I appreciate it. That's awesome to hear. Yep, that's pretty much almost exactly what I did in my video. That's sick. ap.ipify. Yeah, I just use my own server. I have a ysap.sh/ip to get the same thing. So we do have a number. We could just digest it as a hex. It's not the cleanest thing. We're going to treat it like an actual string again. So hex equals digest, a lot of format here. Whatever, we'll let the compiler deal with it. Can I do this? Starts with. Is that valid? I'll never use an LSP. Those are so distracting. There we go. It seems like it's working. Who knows if it's actually working right. Let's go ahead. We're checking 6 zeros. Let's go ahead and actually check 5 zeros instead. And let's use the one that we know. So if we use our own secret input, which is this, we should get 282,749. Wow. Okay. Well, that's significantly faster. So let's go ahead and make that 6 zeros. Okay, well, oh wow, this bash one, well, okay, the bash one that's forking out to node would have gotten there. It's about 2/3 of the way there. So we'll let it get there. But the answer should be 996,262,4. So we'll go ahead and let that one keep going. But let's go ahead and put this one in. That's the right answer. You are 1 gold star closer to powering the weather machine. Oh man, my brain's so broken from like 2024 advent of code where I'm like, what's wrong with this? What do I have to crack with MD5? And I'm like, no, it's MD5. There's gotta be something else. But yeah. Yeah, quote pilgrim. Yeah, it's like standard. It's like the node thing. Like Node.js, I think the thing that's probably slowing us down is reading line by line as opposed to actually doing the MD5 hash function because, you know, it's forking out. It's not forking out. It's using the ones that are built in, like written in C. So they're fast. Oh, yeah. NMBB is cursing at you in Russian, FYI. Are you? FDSGJ, whatever? I can't read Russian, so I have no idea what you wrote to me. But if you're being mean, I'll just ban you. You should do it in Rust at first. It took you like 10 seconds. I like Bash, though. That's why I do it. I do it in Bash for fun. My goal is not to do it as fast as possible with these puzzles. My goal is to have fun. So if I just did it in Rust, yeah, we'd be able to crank through these super fast. Probably. If a problem takes too long, I go over to Rust. Doesn't mean that I'm going to write it super fast. So, yeah. Write the MD5 hash function in Bash. I don't think I'm going to do that. That doesn't sound fun to me. I want to see this one get the answer, though. 9962624. All right, we're almost there. Look at this. Yeah. I have no desire to do the MD5 and bash. I mean, maybe. It could be kind of fun. Who knows? It's like mesmerizing staring this. Oh my god, we're almost there. We're almost there. Can you believe it? I already forgot what number it was. 969 or 996? Was it 996? I don't remember. Oh my god. Moment of truth. There we go. We found it. 996-262-4. 996-262-4. So, it worked. It worked. The not so pure bash solution would have found it, but we still had to, of course, fork out to the node solution. So this is just an absolute nightmare. So, yeah. Absolute nightmare. Imagine me not mentioning your bug. Yeah, you guys are free to mention bugs. I don't want any backseat driving, but you're definitely free to mention bugs. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with the exact 16 I found. I'd have to dig into that one, but it is killing the coproc, so I don't really care that much. That's fine by me. Gonna have to drop out now. It's 2:30 a.m. Yo, it's all good. Have a good night. Thank you for stopping by. I appreciate it. So, oh man. I think I'm gonna call it here. I think knocking out 4 days, so 8 puzzles, is pretty good progress. I'll take it. Especially because we spent the whole first hour just kind of talking, you know, hanging out. So, I'll take it. This is good progress. We're having a good time here. Someone banned. Oh, is that user still saying things? I don't actually see their messages. Hold on. I like how it hides messages from me. You're a 4x dev. Let's see. Oh, I see their messages. What are they saying? I don't speak Russian, so I have no idea if that's a nice message or not. Okay, yeah, you're getting banned, dude. You suck. Support that. There we go. There we go. Let's get rid of that user. We don't need to see their messages here. Okay. Yeah, enough of that. Luckily, my chat's pretty nice. Everyone here is mostly, for the most part, pretty cool. So, that's nice. It's funny finding a hash with a specific number of leading zeros is exactly how the Bitcoin proof of work thing works. Yeah, it is. I have to double check. I think it actually just checks that the number is lower than a certain number, which may be the same as checking for the number of leading zeros. I'd have to double check the actual implementation. It might just be leading zeros, actually. But I know it's like you just check for there's like a set hash, because the hash is just a big number. There's like a set hash where it's like anything lower than that is valid. So there's a ton of valid things, but you know, the likelihood of you hitting them is just statistics at that point, which is super cool. Super interesting. Fun stream? Yo, appreciate it. Yeah, coproc is a super fun thing. That was something that I would like to talk more about. That was definitely something that I didn't talk about in the bash course. It'd be really cool in a bash course 2.0 type of video. Yeah. So yeah, that's it. I'm gonna jump off. I'm gonna call it a night here. Thank you everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. I'll be back eventually. I don't know when I'll stream. I don't have a set schedule. So, yep. So who knows when I'll be back, but probably around like this time-ish, this time zone-ish. So yeah, 01 underline, have a good night. Thank you for the gifted subs earlier. That's super cool. And thank you for everyone for tuning in. I appreciate it. If you're watching on Twitch, you're not following me, go ahead and hit that follow button. Come on. We're almost at 1,000 followers on Twitch. That's crazy. By contrast, if you're on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe because we're almost at, what, 78,000 subscribers on YouTube? So, yeah, if you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit subscribe. Appreciate it. Trying to get that number real high. So, thank you, everyone. Thank you for tuning in the stream. Ton of fun. Appreciate it. And, yeah, that's it from me. Take care. See you, everyone.